and you won't. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and fucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Dumbing out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party. 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 Hugs from the honeys, pounds from the roughnecks. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my feet. Short 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman strong, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', hope poppin', ain't no stoppin'. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? Niggas wanna flex, who got the gas? It ain't hard to tell I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you scared, get the poster. Nigga, I toast you. Drunk, over Henny and skunk, on some brand new shit, beating down bitches in the back looking righteous, in the tight dress, I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101, how to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation, cross implication. My man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and was smoking, drinking, got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga biggin', thinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again, rolled up another blunt, bought a Heineken. Niggas start to low down, like kids got choked out, blows were stoned, and a fucking fight broke out.
Ooh, I hope you guys are in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Oh man, the best mood. The best mood. Because it's that time again. Hello everybody, and welcome. It's that time again, my favorite time of the month. It's time for the Wingnut Roundup. How's everybody doing out there? Are you feeling good? I'm feeling great, and I look a lot better because I have a fancy new camera, actually, which should make this actually quite a bit more fun. I am excited to be here. I hope you are too. I wait every month, all month, just so I can sit here live, my one time to do just a solo show, just me and you and all the wingnuts of the world that I can find, and that sometimes you find and you send me, and I always really appreciate when you do. Hello, welcome. Yes, I will be your seaboat captain, cruising through this mountain of shit on the internet, and I hope you have a damn good time while we do it. So, a couple of things that we need to check and make sure we're all caught up on before we go. I did get some mail. I got a very, very lovely letter from... Actually, I got quite a bit of things in the mail, but most of them I'm probably not going to be sharing on screen. A lot of it is just back-end stuff that other people are sending me, which I really do appreciate. Some are letters that are just very private. They don't get read. And if you do send me anything into my P.O. box, like, make sure you write whether or not it's okay to read on stream or not. This is from my buddy TZ? Shit. I can't read with these glasses. Hang on. Hi, Jeff. I can't get enough of your channel. I'm so glad you went on Dr. Phil, or I wouldn't have heard of it. My question to you is if you have any idea why or how Jillian Epperly's followers are getting any positive effects of drinking her juice. You ever have a really, really satisfying poopy? Like a really super satisfying poopy? Then imagine somebody is like, hey, if you drink this thing, it's going to heal you. And then you just have this incredibly satisfying poopy all the time, even though it's like blasting liquid shit out of your butt. Like, I imagine it's kind of euphoric in a weird way. I don't know. Pay no attention to the gnome behind me. Don't get me wrong, I think she should be arrested and prosecuted for what she's doing. That's probably the only way she'll ever stop. But I'm still perplexed by those two women on Dr. Phil who say that their lives are improved. Puberty. And her online supporters who say they got off their meds because of the juice. What could be causing that? Dehydration, masking symptoms? Anyway, keep up the good work. That's probably mostly what it is. That's what I would assume it is. Interestingly enough, though, that you mentioned Jillian. We don't have a Jillian video to watch this month. I know I'm just as upset about it as you are, but Jillian's not putting out videos on YouTube anymore. And she's getting rather sneaky and silent on Facebook. And in fact, if you go to jillyjuice.com, it's not there. Now, I don't know if that means she stopped. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But we will see. Time will tell. So, another friend of mine, I believe this is from... Oh, yeah, your name's right here. David sent me some English tea, which I appreciate because I love real English tea. Some snacks that we will enjoy during the roundup. A card that says, you may be a year older, but you'll look no different from last year. Totally pissed. I'm in a drinky dog. That's pretty much me. And then send me some art. By the way, I love art. I'm a big fan of people sending me art. And this is a mixed medium piece. The green screen's going to make it look all fucked up. I'm going to say beautiful Darth Vader and Boba Fett. Pretty badass. Thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate it. And my heart goes out to you. I read your letter. Yeah, let me know how things go. Anyway, what's next? Oh, all right. Now, I understand that not everybody is going to be able to last for the entire time that the roundup is going on. It's a very long stream. But if you think you're going to be able to make it, if we're going to have some more audience participation in this one, you need to go and grab two things for the end of the stream. You're going to need to grab a hairbrush, and you're going to need to grab a toothbrush. So, if you're going to make it to the end of the stream, you should probably at some point, when you get up to use the bathroom, go grab these two objects. It'll come in handy later. I promise. After that... Oh, yeah. I have something I have to share with you guys. And I think you're really going to appreciate it. I made a custom transition for this. The link to the artist who originally made this, that I modified it up for this transition, is in the description. But you'll get to see this transition as we switch over to me shilling my t-shirt, which is right here. Oh my god, is that just a torrent, an ocean of Shivambu? It is. It is indeed. Just to let you guys know, link in the description. There are plenty more. I mean, actually, technically infinite because they print them on demand. Wingnut Roundup t-shirts. I actually don't really make hardly any money off these, but I get such a fucking kick out of the idea of people, like, wearing this ridiculous-ass shirt. It's awesome. Yeah. No, I love it. I think it's hilarious. It's super cool. Let's see. What else do we have left before we get started? Oh. I want to send big props and much love to my friend Miles Power because he put out an incredible video today. It is this one, A Brief History of Miracle Mineral Solution. If you guys aren't subbed to Miles Power and you're subbed to me, I don't know what's going on with you. Like, Miles is the reason I started YouTube, and he does literally everything better than I can. So, like, he's a better YouTuber than me, so you need to be subscribed to him if you have anything to do with me. Just, that's all I'm going to say. That video is amazing. That's not, I did finish it, but I just needed to get a good capture on that handsome Brit's face. Was it Crazy Hand-Waving Girls? You mean the Angelic Initiative? Maybe we'll look at some Angelic Initiative today. I'm not really sure. So the roundup this month, it's funny that we now have a transition for Shivambu or Orin or the Sacred Waters. Ooh, flush. because we don't actually have any piss videos to watch this month, which I'm really totally okay with. We kind of have to like keep them in the holster and only pull them out now and then, or they lose their effectiveness. So instead, this Wingnut Roundup is going to be more of like a legacy Wingnut Roundup, if that makes sense. We're going to go back and we're going to look at some of the earlier things that we've looked at before and what they've been up to since. We're not going to revisit old stuff, but people that we haven't looked at in a really long time. And there's some fun shit, for sure. Catching up real quick before we get started with the full-blown roundup, we got Jeffrey Gordon and Macy Verkick. Thank you very much for your generosity. You too, Mr. Keith. Rise Crowell. Will $5 give me blessings from the Earth Mother? It will indeed. Indeed. I'll pass along your name to be blessed by the sacred Swami. IDP Spoa. It's been a long and busy month. No better way to end it than being here for the roundup. I agree. Imaginary Triple X Shadow. My first ever roundup live. My body is ready. Mine too. I have been I've been exercising, stretching my liver, just to be ready for this myself. Crimson Glade, oh my, what is this? Actually catching a roundup live as it's about to start. Truly the Earth Mother blesses. Indeed. Indeed she does. Mindy TK, tell us you love us as much as we love you. I do. I actually legitimately love this shit out of each and every one of you. You guys are incredible. Oh, and you know what I think is weird? Is this actually working now? Oh, no, it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I just needed to check out something real fast and make sure, like, it wasn't all broken. Things break when you're streaming live, and if you don't have anybody else who's, like, co-hosting with you, you have to constantly check things to make sure nothing's, like, all banged up. Tanaka Sensei, first roundup, found you through Miles and Jilly Juice and have never looked back. Also, Mems looks like my sister-in-law. I hope that's a good thing and your sister-in-law is rad. IDP Spoil, Miles' video is fantastic. Everyone go watch it. Chelly Roberts, just a thank you for doing the Frankie video. Very chuckle-worthy. You are very welcome. I hope I never have to watch another one of those damn videos again because that was nasty. Caitlin G, excited to make it to a live stream. I'm excited you're here. And Spody, unrelated as hell, but you should read Homestuck sometime. You might like it. I will add it to the list, actually. Homestuck. Yeah. Suggestions and things like that people throw my way, like, I do legitimately look into them. Absolutely. All right. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. I'm super ready. Hi.
I'm going to lock that door so that way since I'm going to be working.
Oh, good idea. Yeah. We should definitely lock that door so I don't get interrupted by the kiddo. I am super into this. I hope you're super into this. Let's start things off with a bang. So since we had so much success last month with a motivational doc giving us some good advice, I don't know about you, but I mean, I sculpted my face using his techniques from the last roundup, and I saved myself literally $1 billion in plastic surgery by just pushing weirdly on my face. Stay away from Homestuck. I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Is somebody trolling me? I think somebody might be trolling me with the Homestuck reference. I'll figure it out after this stream. So in this one, Motivational Doc is going to show us 3 super fast acupressure points to lose weight. I am still quite a bit of a thick daddy, and I got a little ways to go with my weight loss journey. Everybody calls it a journey on the internet, don't they? So I would love to find out ways to just push against my body and lose weight. It'd be great. Hell yeah.
Welcome everyone, Dr. Mandel here. Billions of dollars is spent worldwide on weight loss. We know that excessive weight leads to many different diseases within the body, from cardiovascular to diabetes to cancer. So I want to share with you 3 super fast acupressure points that you could do at home to control your appetite, your hunger, and strengthen your digestive system. These acupressure points works with meridians that chi, that energy that flows throughout your body.
This is a dude advertising himself as a doctor with 1.9 million subscribers. I'm going to have to point this out a lot during the roundup because we actually have a few of his videos that we're going to check out because they're small, they're quick, like they're not really that involved. Yeah, what the hell is this Homestuck thing? Like I went and I looked up Homestuck and it's a webcomic written and illustrated in MS Paint or something. I don't know. Whatever. Oh my god, you're distracting me. Anyway, back to this dude.
Through chronic stresses and pain, these energy points can be disrupted. They can be blocked. So by increasing pressure over these points will help accelerate that healing.
Excellent.
These 3 points that we're going to stimulate, you're going to hold it anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. You can...
Listen, I'm well versed in pushing and prodding various points in my body to stimulate and holding them for several minutes at a time. I am getting a little uncomfortable with this dude telling me all about it, but we're going to power through one way or the other.
Do just one side. Our first point is right in front of the ear. If you open and close your mouth and you put your finger right in that area, you'll feel it open and close. You'll feel a depression in that area. That depression is going to be the point that you're going to stimulate. When you're hungry, anxious, and stressed, this point will definitely help you. The point...
So when you're hungry, you're just supposed to play with like the top of your jawbone? That's it? How is it going to make you lose weight? That doesn't make any sense. Ugh.
The point's very simple. It's right between the upper lip and the center of the nose. We're going to push that point and we're going to stimulate that as well.
Ow.
And the last point is on the inside.
This one sucks, dude. That one hurts like a bitch. Oh my god. Ugh. I knew somebody who got that pierced actually once. I've never seen somebody like in that much pain from a face piercing before. That one's got a lot of nerve endings. That's crazy.
Side crease of your elbow. When you flex your arm, you'll see that line right here, and you'll come right to the edge of where that line ends, and that's going to be our point. So stimulate these points several times a day. You will see positive changes. Please share this video with your friends and family. Leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandel.
You're not a doctor. You're a chiropractor. Oh my god. At least this dude has the decency to put DC in his name in these videos. Like, so you can automatically know that he's just a chiropractor who's just probably talking a bunch of shit. But listen, all you gotta do, all you have to do is you push right up here and here, and then you gotta figure out a way to do it with all three. I would recommend like maybe sticking like a pencil in between some books on a shelf so you can like jam this into it while you're like doing that. Instantly gonna lose weight. It's just gonna shed off you. It's just gonna dump off of your body. It's gonna be amazing. It's very simple. Transition is really gonna crack me up this whole goddamn day. All right. Rebecca Shapiro, I love you so much. Yay. FYI, healer from surgery. Okay. Meant healed from surgery, but I guess you're a healer from surgery. Anyway, so happy to always catch you nowadays. Cheers from Austin. Right on. I'm glad you're healed from your surgery. That's awesome. I do remember, actually, you commenting last month. Daniel Bullrice, having a bad day today. Just had an hour-long argument with my doctor's office. Really hope the roundup is funny. I need to cheer up. I'll do my best. I will absolutely do my best. Middle Dooley, just finished work at 10 p.m. Rushed my last caller off the phone stupidly fast. Wasn't missing the roundup. That's an excellent choice, as long as you don't get in trouble. Annabeth Rose, why is the roundup so early in the day? I had to make a couple of difficult choices on when we were going to do the roundup. I ultimately settled on this one because the last roundup wasn't very kind to the scheduling of the European crowd. So I wanted to make this one a little bit more manageable for people over there. Imaginary Triple X Shadow. My manager at work is an anti-vaxxer, so unfortunately the crazies are closer than one recognizes. Ugh. That's always the worst. When you actually, like, your boss believes in, like, sticking a crystal up your asshole is going to, like, heal your cancer, your AIDS, or something like that. And he can't be like, actually, that's stupid as fuck. Because that's your boss. And yeah, that could make it a little bit difficult. Violet Moon, hi again. Thanks for the entertainment as always. Thankfully, I didn't get measles on the New York trip. Bless the Earth Mother. But I did get the flu from a 1-year-old. Well, children are disgusting and diseased. I know, I used to be one. Bowie Dix, love your show. Here's your 2 shekels, Jeffy Poo. Thank you. JJ Harris, the reason I'm thinking of getting on YouTube. I have a few different videos out from a long time ago on advice for people getting into YouTube. Do it as a hobby. Do it as a way to, like, learn a new skill and just to express yourself. And if it works out and you really like putting more and more into it, then you can develop it from there. But I will warn anybody away from, like, trying to do YouTube as, like, a career. Do it because you find that you really love doing it, and then develop into something from that. There ain't no retirement plans for YouTubers. Just keep that in mind, guys. Sammy Sakura, watching you with my babe in Romania. Debbie, stoked. Sonia B, salutations El Capitan. Greetings from Iceland, but also condolences from Iceland, which so far hasn't quite gotten as bad in the woo-woo bullshit, but we're sadly getting there. Keep fighting the good fight, my dude. Will do. All right, let's get to our next one. I'm feeling this. So I actually had to go a little bit back in time to find one of these from, and this is one of my favorite channels. We watched a bunch of these pretty recently. And this is from The Fighter Inside. The reason why I had to go back is because The Fighter Inside's last video that she put out was that she got an email from Google saying, the vast majority of your content seems to be nothing but conspiracy-minded things, and we're not cool with that, so you can't make any more money off this. Like, we're stripping your monetization. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm still developing my feelings on the matter, but it's driving away content for the Roundup, and it's making me sad. I'm going to have to start dredging Facebook for some of these crazy videos, which I almost did this month, but maybe we'll do it next month. But this was, and it's topical because the whole James Charles thing happened this month. Let's hear about how James Charles sold his soul.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel.
What's up?
I feel like this video is long overdue, so here it is. This video is about James Charles, and it is basically talking about how YouTubers and anyone who is known, anyone who has a significant amount of followers, they have to sell their soul for money, for fame, to be around famous people.
Yeah, I have barely even remotely close to any number of subscribers compared to, like, James Charles. I had to sell my soul to the devil. It's actually true. This is 100% true. I'm going to confirm this one.
And so on and so forth. A lot of people look up to these people because they are on YouTube, they have a lot of subscribers, they have a lot of followers, and that's what the world is all about now. They're just about likes and follows and how you look and how much money you
By the way, please like the stream. I would really appreciate that.
have, and everything that disconnects you from the real things in life, which are none of those things. Money, followers, any.
The real thing, okay, I'm trying not to interrupt this too quickly, but The Fighter Inside, like, I was kind of obsessed with her channel for a little while, and I spent like 3 or 4 days just watching her content, and she's talking about the real things in life, but damn near every video of hers is concentrated very much so on following the precepts that are dictated by a person who lives in the sky. And I'm not trying to bang on her religion or anything, like, whatever, believe whatever you want to believe, but, like, that's just a really funny thing to say. It's just a weird, funny thing to say. I don't know.
Any of this superficial stuff that is completely ignorant, and it just shows how low level conscious you are. You are just completely unconscious, living through the flesh and living for your feelings and your materialism, basically living through the flesh instead of living through the spirit and living through what is good and what is right. You're living to feel good. And the thing about this is, y'all, is the problem is we're not made to always feel good and to always just indulge. Everyone thinks that just because they think it, they should do it.
I don't think anybody, barring people who are like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, actually think that way. Also, I don't know if it's going to be very visible. Here, hang on. But right there is a picture of like when somebody draws a thong and like a lady on their nose, and then they do this and they make it twerk. Like, I'm trying to take this video very serious, but I can see that, and I can't unsee it now. You know what I mean? I don't know. Kind of ruins the immersion for me.
You know, and that's a problem. That's actually a really big problem because they're teaching the young kids this. Okay, if it feels good and you feel like it's good, then you should do it. And that's really bad because it's like a child, you know, they do things that are wrong, but they need correction. And that's what's wrong with the churches.
Oh, and she's zooming on it, too.
That's what's wrong with the schools. The churches, they want you to come in feeling good, and they want you to leave out feeling good, and no one wants to be told that they're doing wrong, or told that, you know, or just told that they're living a life of sin, and things are bad in the world, and there's no reason why we should all just be okay when everything is so wrong, and all these young kids out here are materialistic. All the young boys are becoming homosexuals. A lot of the girls are
all the boys are becoming homosexual. All of the boys
becoming gay, and it's all an agenda. They've been promoting it to us for years, but it's becoming really widespread now.
Guys, I actually, look, this may sound completely crazy to you, but me, a person who has actually sold his soul to the devil, just so I could get the 5,000 subscribers that I have, I can absolutely confirm that this is true. I got an email just the other day that I had to report and do a progress report on me supporting the Hollywood mainstream gay agenda. My numbers are down. I've been really bad about it. I'm going to have to pick it up a little bit. So pretty much just consider this entire Wingnut Roundup is nothing but the gay agenda, satanic Luciferian Illuminati propaganda. That's what this whole thing is all about. What you're watching right now is literally leeching soul points off you. I appreciate your participation.
And a lot of young boys are so confused, especially about homosexuality. They're being taught that it's normal when it's
Okay, that's funny.
It's not. It's indulging in perversion. It's perverted to be a homosexual. You're not supposed to be having men and men having sex, you know, putting things up your butt. Only one thing is supposed to go out of your butt and nothing is supposed to go in. That's just the way life is. It's like if you use your common sense, you can see that. But anyway, I'm going to get into this video. Sorry for the 3-minute intro, but I felt like those things are important to say. And at the end of the day, I'm going to say what I think is important and what I think needs to be said. If you don't like it, I really don't care. That's what...
I guess so. You know what? You just flex on with your bad self there.
But I feel like I'm going to say what needs to be said. I'm not here to entertain you, and this is not a channel of entertainment, so you can just be gone if you don't like the truth, because I'm about 100% truth, and if you don't like the truth, then you're going to run, because the truth is an exorcism. A true exorcism is when you...
Some people are asking about, what about a lady getting things put up her butt? I don't know the details, actually. Of like, I only know, look, all I know is I am on the side of the Luciferian gay agenda. And like anything anal is pretty much just completely like, overwhelmingly I'm not going to keep running with this joke. That's too far. I can't keep that joke up right now. Let's try. This is getting a little bit dark. Let's give her about 20 more seconds and see if she picks up with anything super crazy.
Tell somebody the truth and they start jumping and they start arguing because you're affecting them. You're getting to them because you're challenging their beliefs. You're challenging their core beliefs.
Oh, yes.
And when they realize that it's wrong, they're going to fight you on it, you know? So that's just the way it is.
We don't really prefer fighting. We prefer greasy wrestling matches in an inflatable pool. That's actually the preferred method of intellectual combat with us godless sodomite heathens. I don't know what the fuck I'm even saying anymore. Anyway, I'm done with the fighter inside. Like, you have to at least give the fighter inside this. She has a singularly caustic and nasty demeanor that's really hard to match. Really, really hard to match. Say hello to age restriction. Whatever, man. I'm just here for the fun of it. Who gives a shit? It's fine. Flush Shivambu! The sacred Orin washes over us all. Gross. All right. Enough of that. Let's calm down, everybody. Calm down. Calm down. Ward off demons. Okay, I poked that pressure point at the top of my jaw. I'm hungry now. Fail. Strangely enough, I really did think that motivational doc, I thought that maybe he knew what he was talking about. This time, I thought maybe he was onto something, but it's weird. Lola Bohemia. Hey, Lola, you are helping me inspiration-wise on making a science video, but with sass. Remember to hit me up about that headshot. I'm ready to aim when you are my dude. Yes, Lola is one of my dirty Illuminati collaborators. So she's pretty amazing. Alexis B. As the mom of a special needs baby, I deal with woo peddlers and anti-vaxxers. Could you please explain the artwork behind you in all your videos? Thanks. Yes, this is the inverted. I mean, I'm sure you guys already know this already. This is the inverted of that. And this is a custom piece of art that was painted for me that randomly a friend of mine just surprised me with. And I had very, very few subscribers when he made this, but it is my favorite piece of art. And I put it in all my videos, and some people are like, you really need to change your background. No, I love it. I love it. It is my favorite thing in the world. So, yeah, just some art. That's all it is. A pack of hobos. You are my favorite person, so glad I found you in the last month. Well, I'm glad you found me too. Thank you very much, Kim Zimmer. Red Scare, living to feel good is evil. I don't understand what the problem is. Hail Lucifer. I agree and I don't. I agree and I don't. And I can explain kind of succinctly why. People will take different paths in life. People will go different directions. For instance, my best friend I had when I was growing up, he had sex with only 2 people in his life. The second one was his high school sweetheart. They got married. They had kids. Dude now is a police officer, owns his own house. He's got a great retirement eventually. And life worked out for him that way. It just did. I left home at 16, did a bunch of drugs, I drank, I got involved with fucking gangs, I traveled all over the country, I worked a billion different jobs. Who had a happier life? I don't know. I went for a much more visceral and immediate seeking of something fun and excitement and adventure. But at the same time, now he has a lot less things that he has to overcome than I do. So I don't know what the answer is. Probably a mix of somewhere between those two is probably the healthiest and what more people tend to experience. But everybody's different, man. I don't know which one's better. Couldn't even begin to tell you. Although I will say this. After all the mistakes, I still wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't be the same person. Fully Nem, thank you for your work and heart. You're very welcome. Ashley Huss, when are we getting another Song of Salt and Poo? Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's just say I have it ready. I have it chambered. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the right time. But there will be one. Tanaka Sensei, take my soul thick, daddy. I accept. Imaginary XXX Shadow, you should see our vaccinesafe.org. I found it in my local Walmart on a card left behind. Weird. I'll check that out in a second. Catherine Camerlocker, the fiance is visiting for a bit, and we're watching the Angelic Initiative to try to peer pressure grass. We've been that's truing at each other. Thanks, Jeff. maybe we will look at Angelic Initiative. We'll see how far we're getting with my current lineup I have for us. One more, and then we got to get going. Josh Ramsey says, Dr. Alan Mendel reminds me of Mr. Clean, and yes, my spelling sucks. Sorry. It's fine, dude. It's all good. All right. Planning to send me some art, if that's okay. I love art. I love art. I love art. Even if you just make, like, you could do something like, you could just pick out, like, your favorite little images and shit from magazines. What is that called? It's like a scrapbooking, but you make, like, a piece of art out of it. I knew people who did that a lot. You could make me one of those, and I'd be happy as a clam to get it. I don't care. It's fine. All right, this is going to be a really weird video. We're not going to watch it in the standard format. We're probably going to, like, skip into it a little bit, and you'll see why. I just want to kind of experience this. I want to taste it with you. But I don't know where it's necessarily going to take us. Flush! Somebody told me that I should put a toilet flushing sound on that transition. I think that would get really annoying, so I'm not going to do that. But that was a really good suggestion. This comes to us from Champ Young. Illuminati, Baphomet, the hip-hop gay agenda. Now, he starts this off, and he starts listing a bunch of things that happen in Hollywood. I'll let you get a taste of it. A collage! Yes! A collage. If you don't know how to draw, but you really want to send me, like, some art or express yourself, you can always make me a collage. I would love it.
Peace and love, children of the sun.
Peace and love.
So today we're going to talk about, is there a gay hip-hop agenda? Okay, because on VH1 Love and Hip Hop, you had Mimi coming out, you had K. Michelle, you had Jocelyn Hernandez, you had Moniece from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
And he's going to go through and he's going to start describing, like, all these things that happened in, like, sitcoms and at award shows and shit. Let's see if he's still doing it.
Next season, you had a situation with Candy and Portia.
Yeah, no, he's still doing it. He's explaining all the ways in which the gay agenda is being promoted through the hip-hop world. What about here?
Only think it's acceptable, but to also break us down. If they only show us as slaves or show us as being weaker,
okay, we're going to have to back up a little bit now. All right, let's just start from right here. And let's see. Let's see how it goes. Did I see the Young Pharaoh video where he does the whole listen bit? Yeah, I know, I did, yeah. That one doesn't count for the drinking game, by the way. It's me reading it.
A weaker, flamboyant homosexual to get into the minds of these young boys to not only think it's acceptable, but to also break us down. If they only show us as slaves or show us as being weaker homosexuals, because not all homosexuals are flamboyant and feminine, you know, that makes you think that that's all you are. That makes you think that you're weaker. And it also makes you accept things the more and more you see it. It's just like listening to the radio. You hear the same whack songs over and over, over and over. Eventually, they get in your head. You start singing the songs. Now you in the club popping bottles, drinking, and the song comes on. You're actually dancing to the song. You don't even really like the song. So
it sounds like something that happens to him often in the club, and like fucking Katy Perry starts out and he's like, oh shit, wait, I hate this song. Why am I dancing? Because it's catchy. It doesn't mean that there's a secret Illuminati Baphomet thing. Whatever. I'm sure he'll explain.
That's what's going on, man. It's a form of population control. You know what I mean? We are the stronger race. I read where they said that India and some of the Spanish countries are going to be overpopulated, but they don't have Africa listed. You know, they wiped out 33.6 million, I should say, in Africa with HIV. We found out that they're also getting us with vaccinations, giving us diseases, you know, and you see what happened with the whole Ebola, you know what I'm saying? So this is a form of population control. If you look up something called the Georgia Guidestones,
here we go.
These two stones that are in Georgia, and they wrote down their agenda for population control.
That's
right.
Look
that up. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. See, that's the whole thing. See, Georgia right now is at the forefront of a spiritual battle. There is a spiritual war being fought right now. This is 100% true. Okay, you know what? Listen, It's very fucking simple. Right now, Georgia is the vanguard, the very, very Christian front phalanx, foot soldiers in the war against the dirty, filthy sodomites. This is the root. This is the real truth behind the veil of illusion and lies that the Illuminati and all the satanic buttfuckers are trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you that you should be gay and change your children into these strange metamorphized mutations of half frog, half man. Also, they can be the foot soldiers in this intergalactic war that's all ramping up right now. But right now, Georgia says no. Georgia says no further. We saw your guidestones you already planted there. Get the fuck out, Hollywood. We're gonna resist you at every fucking. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Now, as far as the whole androgynous male and female, this has been going on for a long time, since the 80s with rock and roll. People like Prince, Rick James, World Class Wrecking Crew. You know, black people been dressing freaky. You know what I'm saying? The rock and roll groups been doing that, wearing makeup and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just now, it's going on in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Men are wearing purses. It started with the skinny jeans, then the nose rings, then the hair dye. Now they wearing nail polish. You know what I'm saying? First Frank Ocean came out.
But I will say, us in the satanic Illuminati, we're actually not big on the skinny jeans. We don't know where that came from. Somebody else started that. That wasn't us.
Little B came out. Then McConan came out. Then you got Tyler, the Creator. He came out. Jaden Smith comes out. You even got Justin Bieber trolling, talking about, hey, Jaden, I thought you were my boyfriend. You got people like Young Thug and 6ix9ine trolling. I don't think they were really gay. They were just trolling. But, you know, you got Lil Pump running around with a purse and nail polish now.
His name is Little Pump. What'd you expect was gonna happen? I want to hear about Baphomet.
You know, first Little Peep was out here wearing nail polish and wearing pink and doing feminine stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is something they've been pushing. You know what I'm saying? Is there an agenda? Possibly. You know, every election, there's something that's going on with gay rights. First, it was the marriage rights, which they got that. Then it was the transsexuals being able to go in public restrooms. They got that. Now they trying.
Jesus Christ, letting people get married and take a piss? Those fucking dirty, filthy assholes. What a bunch of shitheads, right?
To take away the don't tell, don't ask in the military, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a form of them making us accept something and also a form of population control. I believe there's two agendas, you know what I'm saying? As far as the androgynous part, that goes back to the Baphomet, the goat. You know, it's a male goat, but it also has breasts. It has the sun and the moon representing the solar and the lunar, as above, so below.
You know what's really funny about the whole Baphomet thing? The origin of Baphomet, from the last time that I looked it up, it's been a while, but Baphomet originally was a solar representation of the Christian God that was basically like the artistic representation of how the Knights Templar viewed the Christian God. Then the church, who denounced the Templars, created one of the first propaganda campaigns ever, and the church drew the famous picture of the goat-headed, satanic symbolism. Like, that was actually literally created by the church to smear the Knights Templar. I might be totally wrong on that, 100%, but the last time I looked it up in reputable sources, it was something like that. But it was so weird because that whole legend was literally created by the church. It's weird.
Oh, and this unification and this perfect being, which is male and female or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that goes back to the Lemurian age and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But the goat is not the devil. It represents Capricorn. And in Egypt, it represents best or thought. You know what I'm saying? It represents Eshu, a leg.
Best or thought? Bast or thoth? What? This is great.
Or Papa Legba, if you're into Yoruba Ifa, you know what I'm saying? It represents Dionysus and Kronos as well, you know what I'm saying? But the god Pan, even though Cyrus is the green man with the horns, which is the nature god, but mainly Pan, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on. I remember Miley Cyrus said, maybe it was on Twitter or something like.
Some people are saying it was a French occultist versus that created the original drawing of the Baphomet. Maybe I'll have to go back and look at it. Honestly, I never really like investigated into it much further when I started doing this channel. It's just something that's like kind of fun to consider.
Like that she was a pansexual.
This is gold, by the way, though. This is amazing.
So I looked that up, found out that that's someone who will sleep with a transsexual. You know what I'm saying? Call it a pansexual. So that's what's going on, man. And no, the Baphomet is not the devil. You know what I'm saying? It represents Saturn. It represents Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? As far as the devil, there's no description of the devil in the Bible and the garden.
That's not true. Well, I think he's going to say it.
In Eden, it was a snake, but that snake really represents Ouroboros going into the house of Virgo. Eve represented Virgo, you know what I'm saying? And then Lucifer actually is the planet Venus. Venus is...
Okay, wait, hang on. I'm overdosing here for a second. But look, in the Bible, Satan shows up as a snake, and then he also shows up as a giant herd of pigs. I don't know why you didn't mention the herd of pigs thing. Like, I'm sure that could have been woven into something. Oh, I love this video. This video is amazing, but there's just so much to it. Like, are you guys feeling this video? I'm feeling it. I like it a lot. But I'm gonna have to catch up real quick on here. Otherwise, we're gonna fall way behind. Dreadful D says, thanks for everything. I found you on Dr. Phil, and ever since then, you have helped open my eyes to many of the pseudosciences out there. I'm glad. One Canuck says, glad I made it today. Love you, pal. Everyone here, come back tonight for the Late Night Saints on Twitch and sub to Wizard of Cause. Also, show tramp stamp. If you want to see my tramp stamp, look. Look, I'm not going to show my tramp stamp, but if you want to see my tramp stamp again, you can go watch the Wingnut Roundup for last month, where I do the big, hideous tramp stamp reveal. But yes, Late Night Saints on Twitch is going to be happening tonight, a few hours after we're done with this, when I'm really, really drunk. And you should always sub to my friend Wizard of Cause. Wizard of Cause is a great dude. He's one of my best friends. Arazali Eternal, love the roundups, man. Keep on keeping on. So type in yes in the chat if you want to see more of this video, if we should move, or if you want me to move on. And I'm going to keep reading these. Ace Light says, love the Uzumaki pin, man. Me too. I dig it. Amy Sue, have to watch when the baby is awake. She loves you. Aw, that's sweet. Matt says, hi, Jeff. Hi, Matt. Donald R. Nordley, the day just keeps getting better. First, I got off early from work to go see Godzilla, and now I get to watch the roundup. Keep up the good work, Jeff. I really want to do a double feature sometime this weekend and go watch Godzilla and Brightburn. Oh, there's yes and there's no's. There's yes and there's no's. I'm seeing mostly... It's about even. All right, I'll think about it in a second. Rosie Bush says, going to drop this in now because I've been up since 6 a.m., so it might crash as it's 10:30 p.m. now. I'm Roro Du Septaram on Twitch. I remember you. A pack of hobos, you are the best. Wish I could have a beer with you sometime soon. Maybe we will. Ward of Demons says, oh, fuck me, anti-vaxxers are now refusing their pets' vaccines. This is true, and I'm gonna be making a video on that really soon. Haley42, my first live roundup. Love what you do, Jeff, even if it's your fault that I think about tree bukkake every time I get hay fever now. Sorry about that. Sonja B, as a queer woman, I can confirm that the gay agenda is definitely, absolutely everything these wingnuts claim. We have a daily schedule and everything. Note, I don't know about the homo, feminine, gay butt stuff, though. That might just not be my expertise. No, that's mine, and I can confirm. Res Crowell, his name is Little Pump. What do you think would happen? Truck up, Jeff. I spat out my eggs. Farrah Darrell, dear God, he's been possessed by the demon Alexei Johannes. Rise Walker, why do conspiracy theories always sound high? And we're going to keep... Oh, man, you guys are really into this big contentious circle. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give Champ Young 25 more seconds. And we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the next one. Because we'll make it an even 6 minutes we gave him, you know?
Is represented by the Aquarian age and Virgo, and that's where that feminine energy is coming from. Venus is the morning star, or phosphorus. You could go look that up, you know what I'm saying? And when they mention Lucifer, it's only one time in the Bible, and it's associated with a king of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, they used to have kings represented by planets, you know what I'm saying? As far as Saturn or Saturn, the Jews used to do their worship on Saturn Day, which is Saturday, the Sabbath. That's why you had the Shabbatical goat. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. I need to. He's asked a lot of big questions throughout this whole thing. They were all know what I'm saying. And and no, I don't know what you're saying. Moving on. So this one we're really not going to spend a lot of time on. So I'm not sure if you guys remember this. Some of you guys might remember this. A while back on one of the Wingnut Roundups, I played a video by JRASX. I put it on at the very beginning of the roundup, and I sat there quietly laughing my ass off because I couldn't believe that I was convincing so many people to watch one of the most boring things I'd ever seen in my life. I had to troll a little bit. I didn't mean anything by it, but my God, I really needed to do it. So, for those who aren't aware, JRASX is this guy. He sells these like spiritual infused rocks. He believes he's dying, but he's believed that he's been dying for a very, very long time. And it's a very morbid thing on his channel where you'll go and there will be all these videos of him saying goodbye because he's going to die soon. And then he doesn't die, but then he thinks he's dying soon anyway, so he records another one. And this is all about his spiritual center. Now, I'll show you just how boring this starts, and then we're going to skip forward. We're going to play a game with it. But look at how boring this shit is. This is the same intro he always does.
As usual with so many of my
oh my God,
so many of my videos. Especially later in his life that
So if you did not see that roundup where I played this dude's video, just imagine like me for 15-20 minutes torturing everybody who's watching by making them sit through this and I'm just cracking the fuck up. I was really mean. I'll never do it to you again. I promise. I will never fucking do that to you again. But oh my God, I had way too much fun. I almost pissed myself laughing so hard. Anyway, this is another one of his this is just saying goodbye conclusions. So this is the last time he's going to say goodbye, and it's the end of him saying goodbye after a series of videos of him saying goodbye. Part 26. And yes, George R. R. Martin here. What we're going to do is we're going to play a game, and you guys type in a time code. There's 39 minutes and 37 seconds. I want you guys to type in a random-ass time code between 0 and 39 minutes and 37 seconds. I'm going to pick one at random, and we're going to go to it, and we're going to see if we can make sense of anything he says. So go. Do it. Do it down. My friend Red Royals is still mad at me for that trolling. I know. I'm sorry. Let's see. Why do conspiracy theorists always sound so high? I don't know. Big Bear says, hey Jeff, thank you so much for the hangout last night. It really saved my day. It's not in a good place before it started. Thank you for being awesome and keep up the amazing work. I wish the best for you, buddy. First one I see, Silhouette, 17 minutes, 11 seconds. Let's do that one. 17 minutes and 11 seconds. Right about here. Good enough. All right. Let's see if we can figure out what the fuck this dude's saying.
it was stated, and myself out of body stated, it's time to take the material out of myself and Deanna because these children had to be born. But after we got over the initial thing, the conscious mind, you know, we talked about it, and then we both sat together and we talked to them over there, mostly Sereni and Mele, and I put out a broadcast talking to all of them. I can contact all of them at one time. It's real easy. I said it's okay to to take our reproductive material to create these children. I always knew the children would be there. I didn't know where, and I always knew it'd be 7 years after I left. But I've been here so much longer. It's only 4. Hell, 2 years from now, you're going to see little Ignacio, Deanna's nephew. doing DNA ICUCs. Other people, that is source, are going to be cranking people up, making them, strong. Whether they do, there's only a few of them that'll be doing the DNA ICUC. And by the time I've been gone about 4 months, it should be set up to where if you want to get one done, whoever's with you, is spirit or myself in the field, you'll know right away if they can do the DNA ICUC, because some people will say they can when they can't. Sometimes
Okay.
you just...
Okay. Oh, no. All right. There's no AC in this in this fucking studio, and I weatherproofed it for the winter time. So I'm actually just like radiating all the heat from me and the computer, and it's just making this heat up. Like, I'm gonna have to get fucking naked for this roundup. Calm down. That's a joke. All right. Time codes. Give me time codes. We're gonna do one more. Meep says, I'm so sorry about starting the tramp stamp thing. It's totally fine. I got $100 out of that. Like, I don't mind. It's not like I have any self-respect anymore anyway. I'm a YouTuber. That's just what happens, Brainwash says, let me pour a shot for this handsome lad bringing us another piece of entertainment. Hey, my dude. Lee Seaberg, always drunk here in Moscow. Wishing you a great summer, Jeff. Nostrovia? Is that how you cheers in Russian? I can't remember. 2414, and that's from Kawashu. 2414, let's do that one. You guys are great. You guys are so fucking great. I'm glad that you guys are willing to, like, do these stupid-ass little fucking games with me. When this dude actually dies, I'm gonna miss him so much, because this is just wonderful. Holy fuck. Alright, you ready? Prepare to have your mind fucking shattered into a million pieces.
When you take a tuning fork and you hit it and you hear that beautiful sound, well, you hit it again, you barely hear the sound, and you dump it in some grease. And then you pull it out, and it goes...
Does it? It goes what?
That is how much of that love you can feel while you're in a body. When you're out of a body, you feel the whole thing clean.
Wow.
That's what we feel as spirit.
Wow.
But we go into situations where we push ourselves to learn. It's like an exercise room, but we develop mental type abilities, understanding. We develop feelings.
Okay. Don't fall
They
asleep.
don't have to be abusive lives. There just needs to be some difficulty. Not abuse. Not all this pain and suffering. Watch everything.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pick one at random. He's off on a sad boy tangent right now. I'm gonna pick one about 32 minutes in, and we'll just let it run for about another minute, and then we're gonna move on. I got fucking. Oh yeah, wait. This is all about the gay agenda episode of the roundup. So RuPaul, bless you, JRASX. You're a gem. I love you.
There's actually strong heart energy that's out there from what used to be source. That'll be used to fix people if they want it. But anything that's really negative, that it's not going to be allowed to reproduce.
Oh, wait. Are we talking eugenics? That's a little spooky there, Sleepy George R. R. Martin.
So, how do you know the field goes through everything? I am the field. So, bad taste in my mouth needing to say that, but I don't have much of a choice in the matter. You need to know.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So.
Oh, fuck off. All right, no. We're good. I can't. Flush. God, that transition is so funny. I love it. It's so good. I hope you guys like that one too. It's pretty ridiculous. I had to have the little cowboy Jeff riding on the Jillian buffalo. The only way that could be better is if Jillian was a white buffalo, because she is kind of like my great white buffalo. But yeah, no, that was wow, what a downer, man. What is this one? Oh God. Oh no. I forgot about this one. I totally forgot about this one. Okay. All right. Chrissy Joseph just got back from another day of tornado cleanup at my parents'. Thank you for doing this today. I needed something to laugh at. You made my day. Official Justin Watson, you've inspired me. I've started a new YouTube to release podcast to combat pseudoscience. Thanks for being awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Tweet at me, okay? Tweet at me and let me know that that's you, and we'll talk. Brainwash says, have you checked the expression of the little gray buddy at the left corner of the screen? My God, that's hilarious. Oh, on JRASX? Wait, hang on. Oh, the little gray alien. Oh, here. So what we're doing is we're looking at the bottom left. That's a happy little alien.
I just forgot to get this information.
Oh, he's so cute.
In the last video, and it was already so long.
Aww.
So here it is.
Cheers, little alien buddy. That's cute. Flush. Whoa. I'm never going to get tired of that. Yes, I will. A pack of hobos. Tramp stamp. No. Silhouette says, I'm glad my random timestamp was so funny. The symbol in my picture is from Final Fantasy X. I promise it's not some cult rubbish. Keep up the good work, Jeff. Love and respect from the UK. Fuck yeah, dude. Brainwash says, have you heard that Sad Santa likes window liquor too? Ugh. Jasmine McSpazzo, sending love over here from Camp Pendleton, California. Love your videos. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I've been to Camp Pendleton a couple of times, actually. I like it. That is, I know a couple of people who were there. Not me. I'm not that cool. All right, so next. Alien Pokemon. You miss Hemlock Moonwolf. I miss Hemlock Moonwolf also. Here's a funny thing, though, actually. I'll let you guys in on a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff. So I have this extremely ambitious project that I'm trying to work on with Hemlock Moonwolf. And I was like, great, cool. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that done. And I'm going to cut all my fucking hair off. Because it's too long and I just want to change it up and do something different. But I got to have long hair for Hemlock Moonwolf. So I want to do that. And I'm still going to do this very ambitious project with Hemlock Moonwolf. But then I realized I can't then put Hemlock away because I still want to do Hemlock Moonwolf Guru to the YouTube stars and do collabs with people at VidCon. So I don't get a haircut until after VidCon. So there will at least be 2 Hemlock Moonwolf videos before I cut my hair, and then I'm going to have to find a way to get a really good wig, because, yeah. But Hemlock lives. He lives. He's one of my, that's honestly one of my favorite videos to do, so, like, there will definitely be more. All right, let's go. More! I've got so much more. Oh, wow. Dude, and we're only like an hour into the roundup, too. Holy shit. You guys feeling good? I'm feeling good. I need a wig. There is a bit of real estate there. This is just a tease. You get a lot more of this later on in the roundup, baby. Don't get too excited. This is an old school video from the Mr. E archives. I just wanted a little bit of the transvestigation stuff because it's a staple. Everybody wants a little bit of the transvestigation every roundup, and really nobody ever did it as good as Mr. E. Mr. E was the best.
So about a year ago, I was watching this show called Colony. This show is about the New World Order. And then this person comes on, and I thought, now they have transgendered characters in the show played by transgendered actresses, right? And then I found out this character was actually a female character, just a regular female character. So then I thought, this is weird. I got to check into this. So I looked up this person, and this is what I found. Amanda Rigetti, Mentalist star, reveals post-baby bikini body. I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, what? Wait a minute. They're telling me this person had a baby?
How are they going to have a baby if they're trans? Obviously, they still have to be trans. It's not like Mr. E could possibly have gotten it wrong.
And immediately, I knew what was going on. This was a conspiracy, an industry-wide deception. I saw some of these photos, right? I mean, clearly, that's a male hip and waist area. Straight up and down, textbook. Textbook. They just shaved the legs, and he was a she. So, and then I saw many articles about her having a baby and all this stuff, being pregnant. Look at this. Look at this article. This is 2013, okay? Celebrities who keep the gender of their babies secret. Now it's happening. They're unrolling the gender reveal parties. The gender of the baby has not been revealed. They're going to keep the gender of the baby a surprise, a friend told People. And then just a few days ago, Tori Spelling of the Spelling Family Tranny Dynasty revealed the sex of baby number 5 in a surprise gender reveal. It was a surprise gender.
So, look, this is the reason why Mr. E is better than a lot of the other transvestigation ones. Like, there's a lot of transvestigator YouTube channels out there, and they're all goddamn ridiculous. They're all stupid. But Mr. E is a special breed. He really, really is. Nobody does it quite like him because he believes that there are, like, transgender mafias. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That there is, like, cabals and secret societies. Like, the Tory spelling... The spelling crime transgender family. Like... It's almost criminal that this dude got kicked off of YouTube just because of how fucking funny this is. But, I mean...
Reveal of baby number 5. Coming out of the tube, man. Coming out of the lab. Coming out of the cloning center. Whatever it is. They're just slowly starting to leak this stuff out. And they want us to...
We need shirts, the Trans Mafia. Ooh. I mean, I'd almost be tempted to make those. I will be pretty edgy, but I might get a lot of shit for that one. Like, I'll do some pretty edgy stuff, and I'll push things to make people a little uncomfortable, but, like... I don't know. I don't know if everybody would get the joke. That would be pretty fucking great, though.
Start doing these same kind of things, right? 3-parent babies. What are the gender of these children, man? Who knows? I think they say there's 2 of each, right? But
okay, I'm sorry, but the chat is funnier than the damn video. I might be prego female to male with that tramp stamp. Look, I can't even say that this isn't even because of beer. This is depression, baby, okay? This is... Wow, that's dark. I promise I'm not trans. I promise. Even though I have a terrible, terrible, slutty tramp stamp. No, I'm just not.
That's certainly not the case. Baby number 5. They just give them numbers. Look at that guy on the right. That's a classic female to male. Whoa. They live... The Brady Bunch, all right? We're going to be the Brady Bunch. Didn't I just make a video about the Brady Bunch? Symbolic of genetic engineering. Knox, Angelina, and Brad Pitt used the name Knox for one of their twins. Addison is a very popular modern baby name, though usually for girls. Well, they don't really care about gender, do they? They change it up all the time anyway. So they named their baby boy Addison, but it's a girl's name. They opted to keep Knox's gender secret in utero, joining a growing number of celebs to make that choice. And that's what they want us all to do, because they're preparing all of us for the breeding program. We will all be involved in the breeding program.
Absolutely.
We will not be allowed to reproduce normally.
Right this way. Step into your pod, sir and or ma'am or indeterminate expression. Right this way. To have your various eggs and or sperm haploid-like cells harvested for the process of creating our test tube babies. Come on in. You're calling Poe? You can't take this man seriously? Oh, no. No, Mr. E was a 100% true believer. Mr. E is the dude who basically invented this whole genre of YouTube. This guy... was a legend in the transvestigation circuits. Now, it's really only people like me who make fun of stupid assholes like this who even are aware of this kind of thing. But no, Mr. E was like, The juicy of the transvestigation. Does he realize how offensive he is? No. Look. What you gotta keep in mind is people like this are so incredibly indoctrinated to what they believe that they understand this secret hidden world that nobody else sees, that they cannot even fathom that this is not something okay to say. For them, they're fighting the overarching evil battle of a shadow government or a shadow cabal that's trying to infect and infringe upon their rights, even though these are probably people who are never even remotely inconvenienced by any of this. They just sit in their fucking apartment with their stacks and stacks of fucking newspaper, just reeking it up with like their shed of skin and their body odor, and they don't go do anything. Like, none of this is ever going to actually affect them, but they truly believe this. These are real people. They really, really buy into this stuff. And it's definitely something that you have to come to terms with if you're going to enjoy it as much as I do. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? A pack of hobos I tried. Lol, love you, Jeff. Thank you very much. One Canuck says Hemlock is allowed to get a haircut. Nah. I'll get a wig. Oct Rock says, from the Scientology capital to you and Miles inspire me to debunk pseudoscience. My family believes in some of the anti-vax stuff, and it's rough. It is rough, but you're doing the right thing, because the most vulnerable of us are always the ones that will have to suffer the consequences. So, doing the right thing. Nick Warner says, Caribbean food and a roundup, perfect combo. Fuck yeah, dude. Hannibal and Monty, what's up, Hannibal and Monty? If you guys don't know Hannibal and Monty, you need to go and fucking check out their show. They're amazing. Those dudes are hilarious as fuck. And they're from my fucking second love, New Orleans, and yeah, they're great dudes. They say, just showing some love, enjoying this shit. I'm glad. Ashley Huss, you can't cut your hair, but I will. I'm going to cut my hair, and it's going to be glorious. Tony Dex says, a coffee for you and Mems and a cold treat for the Munchkin. Thank you very much. It's very sweet. Johnny McDonald Enlightened. Yo, dude, bra home skillet, sister from another mother. Love your work. Do it more. I know you and Miles power different sides of the globe, but a collaboration with your divine comedy and his righteous science would be gold. Love from Oxford, Missouri? Massachusetts? Shit. I think Massachusetts. Thank you very much, buddy. Me and Miles are determined that at some point we'll actually hang out in real life and we'll collab the fuck out of it. But we help each other out as much as we can. Joshua Matzinger, love you, Jeffy. Pooh, been watching for 2 years now. Fuck yeah, buddy. Jackie Ball, hey from Alaska, Jeff, love and all the best to you and the fam. Thank you. Sonia B, Skål. That's Icelandic for cheers, or skål. Sorry for the spam, but it's really happy to finally catch you roundup at a prime European time with a spiked drink in hand. Also can confirm all my trans friends that their agenda is, it's all going according to plan. Don't worry. Two more. Jenica Silva, thank you very much for the kindness there. Neo Gibbo finally made the roundup. Sure as hell beats trying to use Google Translate to talk to a company in Latvia. Here's going towards your new mixer. Thank you so much, buddy. Soon you'll be skål. Let's go. The roundup waits for no man. Are we doing this one or are we going to do this one? Which one are we doing? I kind of want to do... I need to I want to move a little bit. Let's move a little bit, yeah? Let's move. All right. There we go. This is our second video tonight from Motivational Doc. This is a 20-second trick for instant energy to body and brain. And look, we're 1 hour and 15 minutes into it. It's 3:15 my time, but we're 1 hour and 15 minutes into the roundup. We're going to need energy if we're going to make it through this whole thing together. We're in this together, everybody. So, Dr. Alan Mendel, chiropractor, is going to show us how. Wahoosh!
Welcome everyone, Dr. Mandel here. My goal today is to give you instant energy.
Good.
In 20 seconds.
Good.
Without drugs.
Wow.
Not only will you get that instant energy, mentally in the brain and physically in your body, but you're going to increase circulation to your organs as well.
Okay, I'm ready.
We're going to increase blood, oxygen, and nutrition to the liver, the kidney, the spleen, the stomach, as well as the intestines.
Yes, this is what I need.
We're going to increase peristalsis in the intestines to get your digestion to work better, all through twisting our body. Ooh. We're going to make a positive change. So let me prove to you.
All right, here's the thing. If you were in a position, I don't know where you are right now while you're watching this live, but for some of you watching live, there's over 900 of you. Some of you have to be in a situation where you can do this with me, but we're all going to do it. If you're able to, we're all going to do this with him. We are with you, Dr. Alan Mendel. Let's do this.
You how quick you're going to feel that instant burst of energy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Our main focus is to twist the rib cage as far as we can to the left side and to the right side.
Okay.
While twisting the rib cage, we're going to cause compression in those organs that's going to stimulate circulation and blood flow.
We're supposed to compress our organs? I mean, well, he is a chiropractor, so he probably knows what he's talking about. All right, let's go.
So this is what we need to do. We're going to sit up straight with our feet on the floor. We're going to twist to the left for 5 seconds as we exhale. When we twist, we're going to feel as if we're wringing out a towel, wringing out that water that's inside the towel. That's going to be our ribs twisting as far as it can go. After 5 seconds, we're going to inhale and return back to center and sit up straight again. So here we go. Hands on the outside of our left thigh. I want you to exhale as much as you can for 5 seconds.
Here we go.
Twisting those ribs.
We're going to get energy,
like
guys. We're getting energy.
Wringing out that water out of that towel. Here we go.
Wring it out. Wring it out, bitch.
Keep twisting. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Take a deep breath and come to center. Sit up tall. So let's do the other side. Take our hands, put it on the outside of our thigh, leave them there so we can stabilize our...
Look, I'm sure some of you who are actually doing this with me, and there has to be at least some of you. Some of you actually have to be gullible enough to do it like I am. We're all in this together. You might be feeling a little silly right now. I just want you to remember that this is a chiropractor, okay? So...
ourselves. We're going to blow out as we exhale 5 seconds deeply as we're wringing out that water, twisting those ribs as far as we can go. Twist those ribs. Inhale and come back to center. Sitting up tall.
Oh, fuck off.
Now you should notice immediately that head rush, that burst of energy, that change in our circulatory system.
Yeah, it makes me need to pee.
By squeezing those organs together, increasing that flow, that oxygen going to all cells of our body.
Like, to be honest with you, the only thing I squeezed when I was doing that, probably because I was sitting a little bit differently, and I'm very sweaty in this room. It's very hot in here. The only thing I squeezed together was my balls. And it was extremely uncomfortable, and I compressed my bladder, and now I really need to piss. I mean, I do feel energized by it, though, so maybe there's something there. I don't know. I mean, I'm just... All right. Anyway, well, finish this off.
So if you're sitting at the desk for long hours, reading, writing, or on the computer, and you feel that fatigue starting to set in, instead of reaching for that sugary snack or that caffeine, do this technique. You will feel that instant burst of energy. Do this as often as necessary.
See, this is next time. Look, okay, hang on. Listen, next time I'm hanging out in the club and all these fucking sketch-ass bastards are like, yo, bro, let's go to the fucking bathroom. Let's do some fatty rails and some blow. I'll be like, nah, man, why am I going to go do blow? Jesus, what the... Blow? That's not even natural, dude. Like, I know how to get fucking energy if I'm gonna party all night and dance with all the fly ladies. Check this shit out. Yeah. Hi.
Go pee.
Oh, I'm getting relieved. I get to go pee.
Jeff is really lucky that my job is so easily and conveniently here so that I could let him go urinate. So what are you guys watching? This guy looks real interesting. Uh-oh. 20-second trick for instant energy to body and brain. Wait, is this the guy that does all the, like, weird face things and you have to, like, follow along? Like, he, like, did the, like, nose exercises that one time? Is this that guy? Hi, chat. How are you? Aw, look at all the love. You guys are so sweet. It's late. Gonna go get some sleep. Watch the rest tomorrow. Oh, sleep is for the weak. It's Friday. You don't need to go to sleep. You can stay up. I love you guys too. Your chat really likes me.
Do they?
Yeah, they're nice to me. They don't yell at me like some people.
What, do I yell at you?
No.
Hang on.
Memory.
This is fucking stupid ass.
Memory, come relieve me so I can relieve myself.
Oh, you know what? You were very nice to me, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I gotta get back to work, guys.
All right.
Mwah.
Thank you, love. Look, guys, just between you and me, that chick's really fucking hot. Don't tell her, though. Don't tell her. Don't do it. Bro code. All right, I feel a million times better. I have wrung my insides out like a wet towel. Queen of the Creed says, thanks for helping me become a non-anti-vaxxer. Although my anti-vax mom just found out I got vaccinated, now I'm in a bit of a pickle. If I really did help you pull yourself out of the cult of anti-vax, like that would mean a lot to me. And I would love to hear from you, actually. That'd be great. Brainwash says, this sex of baby number 5 surprise gender reveal. Man, I mean, it's like a Kinder Egg. Each new toddler, a new one for the collection. I would like to hear this guy's describing Divine. Pink Transmingo. Ooh. Good references. Calvic AD got a variety of colored wings and say you're just going to go through some things. I could. John McDonald says, I'll give 65 cents. JF, I did it for you, Oh. JF, I did it for you, JF. All right. That's an inside joke. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. The Arc Wilder. I love the roundup. It gives me the channels to add to my discussion docket. Just recently talked to Jurassic Liars and Richie from Boston in yesterday's vid. Fuck yeah, dude. If you're a YouTuber, tweet at me. Let me know, and I'll check out your channel. Damon Spawn. Jason on YouTube looks like you in 15 years. Who's Jason? I want to go look. Who's Jason? I think people have mentioned, is it Jason TV you're talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, send me a link. Send me a link on Twitter or something like that. I'll check it out. Sonia B, that was a great Scandinavian skull, but skull, the closest pronunciation is scowl. Again, into some pure Icelandic mead. Captain, also squeezing those organs together. Dude, the thought of pregnancy is gross enough. I don't need that kind of shit. I getcha. Kyoko, I just dislocated my hip and shoulder doing that. Oh, fuck. Guys, you gotta stretch before the roundup. I thought everybody knew this. Maybe we need to, like, pre-game before the roundup where we all just get together and we stretch. That's probably a good idea. I stretched before every stream. Meeb said, zebra cakes and soda aren't as good as stretching. Nah, no, not quite. Adam Kim, hey, Mems, super drunk. And don't tell Jeff, but you're the better holiday. Everybody knows that. One more. Farrah Terrell says, hi, Mems. I could really use a girly talk if you have the chance. Tweet at her, and she would probably agree. Did I save the sacred Shivambu for later? There is no pee-pee. No pee-pee in this roundup. I'm telling you now, there's no pee-pee. Seriously. There's no pee. There's no pee videos this time. All right. I'm really excited to take a look at this one because I actually really love the topic of this. This is from A Call for an Uprising. We're not going to watch this stupid animated intro because it's really annoying. Here. It's really, really annoying. But take a look at the satanic Illuminati circus that was the 2019 Met Gala. I love the Met Gala. I know not everybody likes it, but I legitimately, absolutely, 100% fucking love the Met Gala. I think it's awesome. Somebody asked if I watched the new miniseries Chernobyl. I did, and if you have HBO Go or have a way to watch things from HBO, go check out Chernobyl. It was fucking great.
For an uprising.
This is A Call for an Uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, the Met Gala just occurred. Last year, you remember the theme, if you follow this channel, the theme of mocking Christianity, mocking Jesus Christ. Other years, we've seen the theme where Marina Abramovich was putting decapitated heads on the table. What the Met Gala is the masses look at it and they drool and they go, oh, it's a who's who of stars and celebrities wearing wonderful, such artistic fashion and clothing. It's nothing more than a bunch of reprobates.
Oh, of course.
Sick Satanists.
Yes.
Witches. The scum of the earth.
You know why I like the Met Gala so much? I mean, these are basically my people. They're just in a higher pay grade than me. Like, I bought into the Luciferian Illuminati agenda pretty early on, but I'm just not as marketable as, like, Lady Gaga, you know? I drew the short straw. Otherwise, I'd be up there wearing a giant nuclear missile for a fucking jockstrap at the Met Gala. That's just where I'd be.
Getting together. Lord only knows what happens inside of the Met Gala.
So much
because
sex!
You know rituals are being done.
So much
But I
sex!
thought I would just do a video and show you some of the symbolism on the red carpet of the Met Gala because it's an absolute circus.
Yes.
And if people think that this is art, I mean, it's a joke. These people are just total embarrassments, you know?
To who? To the rest of us Satanist, godless, heathenistic buttfuckers. They're great. We like them. They're great. Why has he got to throw so much shade?
It's just so funny to me because these people seek fame and attention so badly. If they weren't put on this pedestal, you know, and put in the television and you know, used, you know, being used through MK Ultra and mind control programming to be, you know.
I don't actually have anything to add, but Mems bought me this ice bucket that's basically for things like the Roundup. So, like, I don't have to text her anymore and being like, Memory, bring me an ice cube or two, please. I could just, like, sit here and make myself a delicious cocktail. I'm just bragging. My wife's really cool.
To portray that they're cool, convincing people that they're cool. These would be the biggest losers you could possibly imagine. I mean, like, nobody would be their friend. Like, nobody would want to be associated with these losers. They're total whack job nothings. And
I would 100% play Mario Kart with Lady Gaga. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Can you imagine going to karaoke with, like, Katy Perry, but making her try and do, like, hip-hop? Because I'm sure she's probably really bad at it. That'd be great.
They know that in the back of their mind. The only reason people worship them is because they're being brainwashed into it and through witchcraft.
Oh.
Otherwise, nobody would give a crap about any of these people. It's pathetic. It's embarrassing.
Is the reason I like the Met Gala because I keep going to all these spirit cooking buffets that my friends keep throwing, like a big spirit cooking, like, barbecue? I mean, like, I kind of only tertiarily participate when they go off for their, like, sacred orgy and things like that. I'm not really down with that. I'm kind of shy. So I just kind of fuck off into another room and play, like, you know, some video games or something. But is it the spirit cooking? Is it the spirit cooking, which is why I like this kind of thing? I'm curious.
Look at some of these freaks. Let's start with Lady Barfbag showing up, of course, holding the umbrella because I guess it's not raining, so you need an umbrella when it doesn't rain. But what's really disturbing about Lady Barfbag here is that was changing her outfits on the red carpet and suddenly was just in underwear, making everybody want to puke because this is one of the. I mean, this is not. You can't tell me that this is a woman. I mean, you just can't. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But all the articles and everything out there gets published after the Met Gala. Ooh, Lady Gaga just so sexy and what? I mean, really?
Look, Lady Gaga has a total horse face, which is why I think she's incredibly attractive. That's my fetish. I like them long faces. I like them long faces. It's got a very interesting nose. I think she's beautiful.
Really?
She's unconventionally pretty, which is actually one of the reasons why I like her. And she writes her own music, which is goddamn commendable.
If a woman that looked like this approached me, I would vomit on myself. Because this looks like a man in drag. Okay? So you have Barf Bag taking her clothes off. Then look at some of these other freaks. You got someone, look at some of these photos of these people. This guy's got, this is art, right? I mean, these people are pretty much dressing up like demons.
I think that looks awesome. I mean, I wouldn't go grocery shopping in that, but that's neat. That's cool. It's interesting. It's different.
You got Kris Jenner. You got the Kardashian witch clan, the Armenian witches there, of course, wearing the pentagram right on her dress. Right? Not hiding it. You have other people wearing dresses that have nothing but pentagrams on it.
Yeah.
You get this freak show holding up a mask, taking the mask off, and I guess they've painted their face up, but have the third eye right in the forehead.
Oh, that's super
right?
cool.
All-seeing eye symbolism. No surprise. We know they love eyeballs. All these people were wanted to be up.
Is that Famke Janssen? That kind of that looks like Famke Janssen. That's really fucking cool. I hadn't seen that one. That's awesome.
Optometrists, but they were just so talented and had so many different options. They passed on being optometrists to be whatever they are, because who knows who half these people are and what they do, right? They're like, oh, this person's from, runs Broadway. I mean, all these people do is traffic, okay? You know what these people are involved in. That's where all the money comes from for these Met Gala events and everything like that. But they love eyeballs. So you get this person with the eye on their forehead. I mean, how embarrassing. You get a woman wearing an eye on her breast, and nobody thinks that that's odd, that she's just decided to put it.
Nobody thinks that's odd. What are you talking about? Everybody thinks that everything at the fucking Met Gala is odd. That's the point of the Met Gala. That's literally the whole point of the Met Gala, is everybody tries to either out extravagant or out weird each other. That's the whole point. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to try and sell you on the Met Gala right now. Celebrities do a bunch of really inane, pointless, dumb shit that otherwise I would never care about. I don't give a fuck about it. We're going to do this, we're going to do that sort of fancy. I don't fucking care. But them using their fame and their celebrity and their money to try and be as weird as possible is probably the coolest thing I think they could do, outside of just doing altruistic things like trying to support charities or philanthropy or things like that. Out of all the celebrity things to do, this is probably the coolest and the most innocent. I love this shit. I love it. All right, a call for an uprising. You got 30 more seconds, then we're going to move on.
Put one eyeball on her breast. I guess she failed, dropped out of optometry school as well, but is clearly doing okay for herself, but she still wishes that she could have been an eye doctor. I mean, you get some guy here, it looks like he walked into his curtain before he left, and the curtain wore him, because he's wearing a curtain. I pretty much could see the curtain shade, the thing that holds the curtains up for a curtain rod.
That's the audience from the Met Gala. Like when you're on stage at the Met Gala, that is what you see. That's oh, fuck off. Oh my God. This is a call for irrelevant and pointless shit. Fuck it. Shivambu, the sacred Orin waters. Oh gosh. Okay, gotta make sure I'm all caught up on this. Caroline Allaire, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Kayla Saylor, you're freaking awesome. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate you, and thank you for what you do. Olive Gardens. I love Olive Gardens. Please don't get rid of Hemlock. Wish I could give more. Look, you know what? I'm a show for you, Olive, because I want to support what you fucking do. I really do. Here's the thing. In the grand scheme of YouTube, in the weird place that all of these things exist, it's rare when you find somebody who does really good character-based comedy. And I found one recently, just randomly looking through like, I don't know, maybe it was my mentions or something on Twitter or whatever. But I found she just got started. Her name is Olive Gardens. And this is Olive's Organic Living. And she's
Hello, my ethereal beings.
She's an amazing parody character about alternative light and healing and that sort of thing. Like in the same vein as like Hemlock Moonwolf. I mean, sorry, hang on. Olive Gardens is probably the most woke and sincere alternative holistic healing channel I have yet found on YouTube. She's only got 35 subscribers, but Olive with a Y, Gardens with a Y. She's fucking great. Support character-driven comedy on YouTube. All right? That needs to happen more. Sonja B, I can't believe that queer people made the most out of the camp theme of the Met Gala. Oh my god, wow, unbelievable. Oh, I know. Oh, for sure. Mel Albert says, he says freaks, I call them more fun to be around. I agree. I absolutely agree. All right, guys. Let's get crazy. So this next one actually is a throwback to a very, very old Wingnut Roundup that we did a long fucking time ago. Long time ago. This is from 2028 end. And we previously watched this video. I haven't watched any of this, but I'm assuming it's good. We previously watched a video on this channel with the same guy. And the title was like, Man Sees Unthinkable Horrors in Hell. And this one is Man Sees Unthinkable Beauty in Heaven. I didn't even know that this one existed until today. I just remembered the old one, and I was like, oh, I wonder if anything else happened with that dude. And so I looked, and like, apparently he had another near-death experience, I guess. I think that's what happened. And then he like went to heaven this time. I don't know. He's gonna tell us what heaven looks like. So let's take a listen.
In 2004, I believe in December the 12th, 12/4 or 12/4 of 04. I was in my room. This is already walking into the Lord, serving God faithfully, and experiencing the fire of God and the Spirit of God, and experience the healing in His power and His miracles. This was also one of my prayers, asking God, I want to see your heavens.
Wait. I'm going to assume that in the time frame of him speaking about this, even though he's wearing the exact same shirt as when he was talking about him being in hell, this chronologically speaking happens after he had his experience going to hell. And now he's sitting in his room and giving glory to God. I don't know what the fuck that actually means, but yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's actually supposed to mean. But now he's sitting there and he's experiencing the glory of the God, and he thinks in his mind, I want to see heaven. So
I want to see your heavens.
Okay.
In 2000, like I said, in 2004.
Shishwang.
That night I was praying. And I went to bed that night at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember it's about 4 in the morning. I was asleep. I heard a voice call me. A voice woke me up saying, Mario.
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 And I started to wake up little by little. I opened my eyes little by little, and I see this real bright light in the corner of my room. And I see, and finally, as I'm starting to wake up, it keeps calling my name.
Mario!
And I see this real tall angel, 7-foot angel. This angel was the same angel I seen in hell, where he spoke to me and told me that this will be my portion.
So this angel is kind of like the tour guide. He just randomly like shows up and he's like, you need to see some hell first, dude. He shows up again. He's like, hey, what's up, Mario? Good to see you. I think this time we're gonna go on a nice healthy jaunt to heaven. You gotta get more cardio in you. So let's go. We're going hiking. Let's go, Mario.
The angel that had the sword in his hand. This was the same angel I seen. He was standing there with such a smile. And he said, Mario, he says, you have been sent by God. And you have been appointed with the Lord.
Okay.
And I got up and I sat in my bed. And next thing you know, my spirit shot out of my body straight up to the heavens.
I too have smoked DMT.
And as I'm going straight up to the heavens, I can see my house. And I look down to my house, and it's starting to look real small. And I can see my family asleep in my house. God knows your thoughts before you think them. And it says, and the Lord said, and I can hear the voice says, worry not, my son, for they're in the palm of my hands. And it was like a lightning.
Shapua!
So I got up to the heavens.
Okay.
And I was walking forward, and there was this big cloud in front of me, and it was like a door. And
hang on, hang on. You were walking in the clouds? I'm not gonna rant on this yet. Let's get a little bit more into this.
Beautiful women, a beautiful girl came out of there, and there was an angel as well, and she had this beautiful smile. And she didn't say nothing to me. She just kind of waved in. And then it came to me what the word of God says. Be careful because Satan can come as a beautiful angel.
Oh.
So I had to kind of pause and say, wait a minute, maybe this is a trap. But when the Spirit of God was all over me and his amazing love, and then the voice said, come in. For all sheep know the voice of all sheep know my voice, he says.
Okay, I'm not really quite ready to speak on this whole thing right now, but I need to kind of point this out. Say you're God, okay? You're the Lord Almighty, and for whatever reason you've made the choices that you made that otherwise like dictate the various precepts of the Christian religion. Fine, whatever. All right, we're just gonna brush past all that. You divide the afterlife into, I guess, depending on who you're asking, sometimes 2 or maybe 3 possible endings. You got your heaven, you got your hell, and maybe purgatory. So you created heaven, but you allow in a little bit of a hook that says, well, technically Satan can show up as this big-titted blonde chick to be like, hey, Bappy, why would you let that happen? Why would you, as the creator, not hire a bouncer? Like you could have a dragon bouncer, for fuck's sake. It doesn't even have to be a human bouncer. You're God. You could literally make like a fucking Hydra bouncer at the gates of heaven. And when Satan comes up in his big-breasted fucking like chick form, it'd be like, go away, and Satan can't get near you, and you just walk in, and you don't even have to deal with it. Why would an omnipotent being not hire a Hydra bouncer to protect against the satanic big-boobed breasted sluts? Does God have as much of a weakness for thoughts as we do? I'm overthinking this. Let's keep going.
And I knew that was God's voice because I heard God's before. I heard his voice before. And as I entered through the other side of this cloud, I see this beautiful, beautiful place. There's gates in the front. And it speaks in the Word of God as well, how there's rubies and jewels and diamonds in it. Just beautiful. These gates had rubies. They had jewels. They had pearls. I mean, it was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. As I entered to the gates, and to my left-hand side, there was other angels. We call them angels because they're in heaven.
Like, I can't stop thinking about this, actually. This is really bothering me. This is really, really bothering me. Like, none of this makes any fucking logical sense. Okay, hang on. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, it's way too goddamn hot in here. You know what? Fuck it. All right. Yeah. This doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense at all. Unless God has this overwhelming weakness that otherwise he can't control. Or maybe the whole reason why Satan has this, like, carte blanche to run willy-nilly throughout the fucking cosmos and do all the kinds of weird, crazy shit that Christians tend to claim that he can do. Maybe the reason why he's allowed to do it by the grand, omnipotent sky leopard daddy in the sky is because he's got something on God. That's what I'm starting to think of. So think about it like this. Let's put it in, like, more modern historical context. God is pro-Jared. Stay with me. And he's in an unshaky situation because a whole lot of dirt on some of the shady things he's done in the past is owned by Satan. And so because he doesn't want anything to get out in the, I don't know, what's the equivalent of the internet for gods? The Akashic field, the Akashic web? Surely there has to be something in which the gods can actually communicate with on a grand, like, scale. They log into the Akashic web and then they, like, somebody leaked the Christian gods' dick pics or something. I'm thinking about this too much. You know what? This is a sign that I've been watching this video too long, and I can't keep going with this. All right. Mario gets 30 more seconds.
There's actually, they look like people like us, but with white garments and sandals. You know, remember something. In the Bible, it speaks about angels having wings. But these angels are not the angels that you think they have wings. These angels are the most highest angels that God has. The ones with the...
Listen, these angels are 420 blaze it, all right? These are high fucking angels, all right?
With all the eyes and the different faces. I mean, if those angels will come down here, we will clear this room up in a second. Because that's how ugly they will look to us. We are here to serve. God came to the world to serve, and we also are servants. So we serve people.
I really wanted to hear about the mountains of gold and silver, but Mario, as much as I love Mario, I think Mario is a beautiful human being. He obviously has very strong religious convictions, and I don't want to poop on them necessarily, even though I will kind of do it for the sake of comedy and because we're all here to have a good time. But you're boring the fuck out of me, Mario, so fuck it. Flush. Indeed, more like 420 praise it. That's right. What up? Brainwash says, I hate these people saying it's my fault. Brainwash this, brainwash that. Fuck that. By the way, it's all fun. Gaga Streisand, Ari Graynor, come on. They're yummier than me granny cannolis. Oh boy. Caitlin Grizzard, thank you for everything you do. Keep it up, please. I will do my best. Carolyn Allaire, $2 extra for pronouncing my name properly. From Atlantic, Canada. I love your content. Well, thank you so much. Damon Darwin says, Brap. Look, big love to my Brap girls, all right? If you know what I'm talking about. Farrah Tyrell says, if you have Call of Duty 3, we need to have a zombie night while drinking. I do have Call of Duty 3. Like old school fucking Call of Duty. Yeah. We could totally do zombie night. That'd be great. Brainwash says, Mario, San Pedro, hold the keys to the gates of heaven, said the other Fernando, who also enjoyed cacti-based mind enhancers. It's fair. Sonia, first, can you please pronounce my name as Sonia? Did I say Sonja? Oh, I'm probably an idiot. Skoll. Second, this is probably what a Ragnarok, i.e. the end of the world, was about. Also, neither God nor Satan exists, and you need to shush. I mean, I'm just operating under the same good faith principles as everyone else is presenting to me. That's all we're doing here. That's all we're doing here. I make it a point to never specifically state one way or the other how I feel about religion. It's just more polite that way. So if I rag on your religion, it's not because I don't like your religion. It's just because I'm an entertainer. I'm trying to make people laugh. So don't get offended. That always works. When you tell people don't get offended, they immediately don't get offended. Have you guys ever tried that? When you tell a joke and somebody is like, wow, what the fuck did you just say? You're like, dude, don't get offended. And they're like, oh, okay. It works every time like that. It's amazing. Art Scrub says, who is the Judas that released Jesus' dick pics? This is what I'm saying. I think Lucifer got all of Jesus' dick pics when they were in this like hardcore bromance. And then when they broke up, because he has those dick pics, which is why Lucifer became the devil, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants because he's like holding it over God's head. That's where I'm thinking this is where it's at. Brainwash says Mario also lies because Ja doesn't flex on his bling like that. Also, Crefio USD pal, we're watching you, Mario. All right, anyway, let's go. Oh. You're going to be happy.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, Africa.
Hello and welcome to Africa Watch on the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I pray you're well in all your ways and that you are living your best life.
I am, and I love you, and you're so great. Before we get going with the Dr. Mumbi Show, I want to point something out, actually. She did coverage of a story recently about the MMS thing in Uganda, that Miles Power, in the beginning of the Wingnut Roundup, I was mentioning that he made an amazing video on this. Dr. Mumbi used her platform to talk about how dangerous this MMS stuff was, so mad props to you, Dr. Mumbi. I tweeted about it. I'm very thankful. I make a lot of fun of some of your videos because some of them are a little wacky, but credit where credit is due. You're not only a beautiful woman, but you do have standards and you'll hold true to them. So thank you. I love you. Now I'm going to make fun of you.
Thanks to every single person that has subscribed to the channel. I love you guys. You're awesome. Thanks to every single person. You guys, you send me such lovely emails and messages, encouraging and appreciating my work. And it just makes it so much more awesome just to be doing what I love and to just get the feedback. So always email. You know, I may not reply to you directly because I just get so many emails, but I definitely make sure that I read each and every, email that I get. Although I have a few stalkers who I just block, but those are stories for other days. I'm telling you, like people like.
Sometimes I wonder if she knows that I feature her every month on Wingnut Roundup. I don't really know. I've never had an actual interaction with her. I've never tweeted at her to try and be shitty. I actually legitimately love Dr. Mumbi. I watch her videos all the fucking time. I like her a lot. Even though she says some incredibly weirdo things. So I kind of wonder sometimes, if she knows who I am, and she is aware of how much this pasty-ass white boy over on the west coast of America thinks she's very, very beautiful. Oh.
I'll get into that. So now something very strange is happening in Kenya. I've told you, there's certain countries across Africa that are kind of the gateway of the New World Order.
Yes.
South Africa, Kenya, Ghana are basically, and maybe Nigeria, because Buhari is also acting really, really strange. But those are the major gateways where everything's being brought in. Homosexuality is being brought in through those channels.
Hang on. Okay, hang on. Look, Dr. Mumbi, I just got done singing praises about you, and you're talking about them bringing in homosexuality?
China came in through those channels. The New World Order agenda is coming in through those channels. And let me not forget Rwanda, which is the biggest puppet nation in Africa. And so what happens now is, here in Kenya, a couple of months ago, we were told that our farmers would not be allowed to use manure. And they would only be allowed to use, fertilizers that they bought. Then, now the seeds, we had rejected GMO, but it looks like we're already on GMO seeds, which means our food is controlled. Our food has been taken over.
Those damn GMOs and those damn dirty gay people coming into our fucking Africa. The gay Chinese GMO agenda strikes again. I'm gonna calm down. Dr. Mumbi just broke my fucking heart, dude.
And then we had a drought here. I mean, there's so many things that have been happening in Kenya that I haven't talked about. There's this whole Huduma number where they're literally trying to create a social security number, but it's all about policing the people.
Wake up, Africa!
So that's not an accident. I'm not really sure what exactly that is. But the last... I watched this video over and over again, trying to figure out what the fuck actually just happened there, and I don't know. Something she said they needed to edit out, so they just blasted "Wake Up Africa" and really loudly too, so you notice it. They didn't just like mute it like it was an audio glitch. Like, it's weird. I don't know.
To our identity cards. I mean, do you really think all of this is just Kenyan technology and Kenyan police? I mean, Kenyan government just wanting to get everyone, named and sorted out? Come on. Because they say it's because of Somalia. Anyway, those are stories for other days. But so there's been a lot of drama happening in Kenya. Now, I mentioned in a previous episode how Kenya's loan request was actually rejected by China, where they had actually gone to China for about $3.6 billion, and they were told, nah, we ain't giving you the money.
Hell
although
no.
the Kenyan government came and gave us a different story, but those are stories for other days. But now, what they did get is Kenya has actually secured $666 million loan from China for a tech city. Why that number? Why the number of the belly of the beast? Why the...
Because we have all the money. I mean, everybody knows that, right? Like all of the money in the world is actually owned by the Luciferian gay agenda. We have literally all the money. So like you're like, wow, we want some money from you. We're like, yeah, but you got to take 666, and like, no, everybody's gonna think that's like a satanic thing. We're like, yeah, we know.
A beast number. Why couldn't they have given 665? Why couldn't they have given 700? Why they couldn't have given 669? Why 666? I'm telling you, it's just a signature, because you see all these guys use gematria and numerology, and numbers have power, and etc. etc. You need to research like the gematria of international politics. It will blow your mind how much these guys try and manipulate all these things. So now, the $666 million loan was given to Kenya to build a data center in a tech city that's currently under construction. And there's this tech city called Konza, which is basically an hour away from Nairobi. And it's like almost like a Wakanda, but we're not calling it that.
Hang on. Let that sink in for a second. I did actually want to address something real fast. Jesse Bear, who watches a lot of my Twitch streams, yes, at some point, I want to make a Wingnut Roundup song. And it is effectively going to be drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up, Wingnut Roundup. But I need to actually get somebody who can do the music behind that, and I got to figure out like the rest of the vocals for it. But we're definitely going to make that. That's absolutely going to fucking happen. 100%. Also, if the guy who actually made the Notorious B.I.G. Remix that I always play at the beginning of the stream, you know who you are. If you actually end up watching this, you need to like tweet at me or something so I can get your SoundCloud and like show that, because people love that fucking song and they really should have access to it. Like I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who even knows that remix exists. It's weird. All right, anyway, let's go.
Konza City, and what happens is that what they promised is that they were going to give this 666 million loan in terms of, so there'd be low interest loans. There would also be a part where it would be a partnership with private firms. But the reason this story caught my attention, because a major private partner is Huawei. Now, Huawei is actually the one that will develop this Konza tech city that's an hour away from Nairobi. Okay. And, my problem with this is because Huawei has been under a lot of scrutiny around the world. And I sometimes wonder if do Africans have do African presidents have think tanks? Do they have people who advise them on what's happening globally and do they have strategists? And are these strategists just the boys from the local, do they actually know what's up? Because, I mean...
You know, I like to look at how Dr. Mummy makes her videos. She's got a 2-camera system, and I feel like somebody, when she's talking to the camera, like signals her like going to that camera, and like she then immediately perfectly pans with it. It's really interesting. But also, that's beside the point. I like analyzing her videos quite a bit. She does have this overarching fear that there is a New World Order, Chinese-driven, taking over of Africa by the Chinese. She's terrified of this. Absolutely terrified of this. Like, she makes video after video about how much she thinks that the Chinese are coming in and the Chinese are going to colonize fucking Africa. It's really interesting. It's super strange. And I don't even know. Maybe she's right. Maybe, I don't know. I don't live in Africa. I'm not Chinese. I don't know any of this shit. So, like, from a basic perception of, like, I don't know for sure, I'm like, wow. What if she's right? What if there are actually Chinese phone maker companies that are trying to make Wakanda-like cities in Africa? Maybe. I don't know. It sounds weird. It sounds super weird, but, like, do we know for sure if it's actually happening or not? I don't know. Probably not. But
everyone knows Huawei is being investigated. There's so much drama where a lot of European companies have actually closed shop and, closed their mobile systems, closed their IT systems to Huawei, because they say, basically what happened is that they say that Huawei is actually an arm of the Chinese government. And in case you don't know, Huawei, they're dealing very heavily in 5G technology, which is...
Okay. This is interesting. So since I started mentioning this too, people in the chat are people who actually are more woke or more interested in, like, the whole possibility of China trying to do dodgy shit in Africa. Well, maybe I'm going to have to start looking into that. Maybe this entire time that I've just been saying that Dr. Mumbi is a good lol cow and she's fun to watch, maybe this brilliant fucking freedom fighter has actually been trying to wake us up and wake up the rest of the world onto the true agenda that's happening right now. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I say that like I'm making a joke, but to be honest with you, it's not like that's impossible. It's entirely possible that maybe she's right. That's the thing that I think a lot of people don't necessarily believe or understand is, like, conspiracy theorists are fun. And thinking about conspiracy theories is a lot of fun. But at the same time, you kind of have to understand where they come from, and then you can't really just arbitrarily dismiss it. You have to look at, like, is there anything there? Most of the time, no. Sometimes, kinda. Sometimes there's something. I don't know. And you know what? Dr. Mumbi did talk out about the MMS thing. She bought enough goodwill with me. For the rest of this month, I will actually look into and see if there is an overarching secret society infestation of Chinese influence into Africa. And then I'll report back next Wingnut Roundup. Does that sound fair? I think that sounds fair. Some people think that Hawaii is spyware for Chinese government, but nothing has been proven about it. Well, I'm going to investigate. We're going to find out the truth. All right. Alan Reyes, ever play Fallout 1 and 2? They're way better than Bethesda's Fallout games. Look, I got to be honest with you. I like all Fallout games, including the first two and Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel, and the Bethesda ones. I like all of them, man. Rihanna says, everyone knows that Jeff is actually Satan's left hand posing as a pregnant transgender to cause the conspiracies to be taken as jokes amongst a growing circle. Why else would he have a tramp stamp? Just kidding, love you, pal. Well, you're not wrong. Just another quick reminder, if you're going to be here for the end of the roundup, if you did not actually see the beginning of this, but you're going to be here for the end, you need to go, when you get a chance to, you need to get a hairbrush. You need to get a toothbrush. Have them with you for the end of the stream. We've got 6 videos to go. We can make it. I love Dr. Mumbi. Oh, I get to get mad with this next one. You guys ready to get mad? I'm ready to get mad. Let's get mad. Let's get mad. Everybody likes it when I get mad anyway. So, this is from somebody we featured on the Roundup a long time ago. A long time ago. Named Patriot Nurse. Well, back in the 9th of this month, Patriot Nurse decided to make this video called The Fake Measles Crisis Medical Gestapo Propaganda to Strip Your Rights. This is the Patriot Nurse. I have many things to say about the Patriot Nurse. Let's get started.
Hey folks, it's Patriot Nurse. Today we're going to discuss the manufactured measles crisis and why it is that the medical community is working hand in hand with the government to create the new medical Gestapo.
I'm really overheated, by the way, I think.
Friends, measles has a 0.01% chance of dying of the reported cases. This is the CDC's own statistics, so don't give me the whole, like, Patriot Nurse, you're obfuscating the facts. No. CDC's own website. 0.01% chance of dying and
0.01% chance of dying. I want you guys to think about that for a second. 0.01% chance of dying. Well, what would 1% chance of dying? That would mean 1 out of every 100 people who contract measles dies. So 0.1% would be 1 out of every 1,000 people who contract measles dies. 0.01% of people dying is 1 out of every 10,000 people who contract measles dies. That we have to rephrase it along these lines because otherwise we're not really going to be able to understand what she's trying to say or what she's trying to not say or obfuscate. This live. We're going to go into the mind of an anti-vaxxer and I'm going to show you exactly how they fuck this up. Let's go.
0.01% chance of catastrophic sequelae like encephalitis, for instance. That is statistically insignificant. And for people to claim that measles is a deadly disease, it's just not being honest with the facts. Can it be deadly? Yes. Is it deadly? Overwhelmingly, no.
I mean, you know, unless there's like 10,000 people who get it and then one of them dies, or if there's like 100,000 people, then 10 of them die, or if there's 1 million, then 100 of them die. But that's only if we're going by that statistic, and that statistic that you're trying to cite is actually accurate. Spoiler alert. It's not, but that's okay. We'll get there in a second.
So how is it that this disease is being used as the vehicle for giving the government more power over individuals and stripping rights of American citizens? Why is it that this is being used? Friends, we have to evaluate the historical use of the medical system by the government to accomplish their will, especially when it comes to violating the rights of people. Even as recently as the 70s, the Indian Health Service was used to sterilize women against their will. In one particular study with
you have to basically agree with what she's trying to say in her like incoherent fucking ramble, that the ultimate design of the government medical system is to do something bad to you. Of course.
Which I'll try and link to. 1 in 4 women of the Choctaw Nation in this particular study were sterilized without their knowledge by doctors and residents who were working with the Indian Health Service, a branch of the federal government. The rationale, by the way, for this, you ask yourself, how could any reasonable doctor sterilize a woman against their will? Because they were told that this was a more effective way to combat poverty for the greater good. That's a
really complicated and dark situation that I'm not going to talk about now, but I might make a video about in the future. It's actually a really interesting story.
Sound familiar? Oh, it was great experience for the residents to be able to get their hysterectomies in and their tubal ligations. The fact that the doctors were compensated more for performing hysterectomies and tubal ligations didn't have anything to do with it. Well, clearly, if you were going to have a permanent solution instead of giving them oral contraceptives, then why wouldn't you do it? This is what has happened and has been performed by medical providers in this country who were following the party line and who were doing what their supervisors and medical organizations told them to do. So, friends, we have to sit back and evaluate this. As a healthcare provider, as a nurse, this may...
Now, I want to point this out real quick. Like, we've been listening to this quite a bit. But what she just started talking about with the whole thing with the Choctaw, and that is actually a really interesting story, that does not necessarily have anything to do with the measles crisis. It has nothing to do with vaccination. No, it has nothing to do with it. She randomly brought that up to exacerbate things, to get people really excited and emotionally invested into it, and now she's going to start talking about vaccinations.
Makes me very uncomfortable because, friends, when it comes right down to it, your patient has the right to informed consent, both informed and consent. I don't do a procedure if my patient doesn't want it. Regardless of whatever the political cocktail hour says is the appropriate step at the time. Friends,
literally nobody can actually do anything medically to you without your consent unless you are incapacitated or committed. That's it. Simple as that. But she's not really going to make that distinction.
Winds of politics come and go. Freedom is eternal. The
Freedom.
Principles of freedom are eternal. And they're uncomfortable for a lot of people who like to delegate their critical thought to friends or coworkers who wear long coats or who write position papers and who get their articles published in journals. I don't care. I don't care what the prevailing line of thought for cocktail hour is. I care about rights and people's freedom.
So then why don't you care about telling the truth? And this is where things really start to make me fucking mad. This is where things really fucking bother me. So this whole thing is this giant, rambling, long protracted babbling about this is why I'm against this thing, I'm against that thing, blah, 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 blah. Here, I need to actually shrink myself down. I started making myself bigger, and then I realized, like, oh, I gotta read an article here in just a second. Her basic idea behind this is that the push for vaccination is along the same lines as the Gestapo. The Gestapo, of course, with its own historical connotations, and the one thing anti-vaxxers love is to make correlations between the Nazis and people who are trying to vaccinate kids. But she uses a statistic in there about how deadly measles is, and she frames it in a way that you're not going to think is necessarily going to be that bad. It's 0.01%. Hi. I do still need to pee. I'm just in the middle of making a point, though. But I should probably take this opportunity if I can, shouldn't I?
You can finish your point.
I can finish my point? No, I'll get to my point in just a second. Mem's is gonna let me pee, and then I'll explain about this whole thing. Shit. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
I go on my last break of the day, and I see he has to pee, and I was like, I didn't expect him to stop talking. I just figured I would wait. My bad. Oh, cool. And my shirt is like see-through, so you can totally see the like background. Secretly, I'm a projection, and that's why you guys can like totally... No, you can't see my hand. Yeah, I'm a projection. I am interrupting. I didn't mean to interrupt, though. I just thought I would stand there and wait while he did his talking, but I see he's had some wiki. Somebody's had some wiki. Let me see. Oh, this is Bullet. I think Bullet is rye. No, this isn't their rye. This is just their straight bourbon. Hi.
Sorry about that.
I was just smelling your wiki.
My wiki?
Your wiki.
Oh, my whiskey.
Yeah, see, the drunker you get, the more likely you are to lose the S in whiskey. So
oh, no, it's still the whiskey. It's still the whiskey.
It's still the whiskey?
It's still the whiskey.
Well, I wasn't saying that for you. That's just, like, my thing. The drunker I get, the more likely that S goes away and it just becomes whiskey.
Oh, isn't it so fucking hot in this studio?
No.
It's really, really overheating.
Get naked.
Get naked? I'll take my shorts off. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, all right. That's a bad time for me to start getting experimental. There's a lot of people watching right now. It's not very fair. Okay, look. Listen. Patriot Nurse is going to try and sell you on a thing of 0.01%, or otherwise known as a common statistic known as 1 in 10,000 kids who might contract measles could possibly die. And this is a statistic of being fatal. And it's only in the United States. It is not in developing nations. It is not places like Europe, where they have a myriad of different countries between fully developed into like third world countries. This is nothing along those lines. This is best case scenario. Best case scenario, 1 out of 10,000 kids that could possibly, in a huge outbreak of measles, might fucking die. That statistic in and of itself is still not good. 1 out of 10,000, it's only 1 in a million that have an adverse vaccine reaction. So still, you're shooting yourself in the fucking dick, and of course you should vaccinate your kid. But let me demonstrate why that's still not good. Because honestly, this does need to be hammered home, because not enough people are starting to pay fucking attention to this. This comes courtesy to us from unitypoint.org. This is written by Dr. Nathan Boonstra, who is an actual legit fucking pediatrician who knows what he's talking about. There were about 400 to 500 deaths reported annually in the U.S. during the decade prior to vaccination. Measles, like chickenpox, is contracted by nearly every child before adulthood, making the annual incidence of the disease similar to the birth rate, around 3 to 4 million cases per year. Now, if we use 400 deaths per year and 4 million cases of measles per year, just to make the math easy, that's 1 death per 10,000. That is what Patriot Nurse is trying to actually cite. Way less than the off-cited 1 per 1,000 deaths, much less than 3 per 1,000. You get the occasional anti-vaxxer who does that to shallow math and declares that the CDC is lying when they speak of a death rate of 1 to 3 per 1,000 range. But that is comparing reported measles deaths to estimated measles cases, which is very naughty. When we look at reported measles cases, we find that measles cases were vastly underreported because it was such a common disease. Now, here's where things get really fucking interesting. And this is what really pisses me off. The last outbreak was 20 years ago and focused in urban areas that have increased mortality risk factors. Would the U.S. death rate be lower now? We can look at the 2011 European outbreak. We had over 26,000 cases and a death rate of 1 per 3,000, but varied highly by country. France bore the brunt with a death rate of 1 per 2,300 kids. That's the problem. That's the problem. But people like this fucking skank who is trying to sell you on this fucking idea is otherwise just going to try and obfuscate the actual numerical fucking values of this. And this really bothers me. And the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because live, I really do want to drag this stupid asshole through the fucking mud. Because if we look at somebody like Patriot Nurse is a registered nurse who graduated magna cum laude with a bachelor's degree of science in nursing. Now, she's got these medical certifications, including BLS, ACLS, PALS, NRP. I'll let you guys go through and decipher those on your own time. It'll be a lot of fun. Trust me. It's actually a whole lot of fun to go through some of these things and realize how ridiculous these people try and, like, inflate their sense of self-importance. But this is the one that I think is really interesting. Patriot Nurse has received education in various alternative treatment methods and has a broad base of knowledge in traditional and non-traditional medicine. She is a certified advanced splankna practitioner, and her has I want to make sure you guys actually like understand what I'm saying here. Advanced splankna practitioner, and has received her certification as a family herbalist from the School of Natural Healing. Okay. Splankna. Now, out of all the things that she promotes on her website, this person that we're supposed to be listening to for her medical research, her medical expertise, she very prominently says how she's very happily certified in advanced splankna. Well, what the fuck is splankna? Well, if this website will load. Oh, good. Splankna. Splankna is a training institute for Christian counselors, lay counselors, and believers who are passionate about healing. It offers a biblically based protocol for holistic psychology. Splankna is a New Testament Greek for bowels. In first century poetry and literature, the term was used the way we use the word subconscious today. You know, my subconscious, aka my shit organs, are telling me something. Like a gut sense or a deep awareness. The treatment protocol taps into the subconscious root of symptoms. Okay. Well, fascinating. Fascinating. Oh, okay. All right. Well, how does this work? Splankna therapy combines body, soul, and spirit in concert to resolve emotional trauma. When all three elements of the person are working together, the change is deep and lasting. Splankna attends to the way our bodies store emotions like frequencies. A simple combination of touch and thought allows the body to release these stored emotions, thus attending to the body and soul. When the stored trauma emotions behind a symptom are relieved, Splankna helps the client understand and remove the destructive vows and lies associated with those traumas, body, soul, and spirit. I have no idea what the fuck that means. What? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? That makes absolutely no sense. Like a Christian biblical laying on of hands kind of thing. Like we're going to touch you and ease your touch and thought symptom. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Anyway. So when you have some fucking shit stick, some stupid ass lying bitch like this, 312,000 fucking subscribers, trying to tell you how vaccines and the biomedical industry are a giant fucking conglomeration of some evil fucking empire, blah, 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 blah. I think I hopefully have demonstrated how absolutely batshit stupid fucking insane this woman is. Fuck this person. Fuck Patriot Nurse. She sucks. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. I get heated, man. I start thinking about this kind of stuff. I start making videos about these kinds of things. I just get so pissed off. I get so mad. I get so fucking mad. Because these people don't actually care. They don't give a shit about, like, literally anything that they're talking about. They don't care about the real human cost of what they're trying to proselytize. People like Patriot Nurse, and by the way, if you watch enough Patriot Nurse, you'll see that she's definitely trying to help shill for Patriot food, prepared meal plans, and post-apocalyptic bunker MRE kind of shit. Like, these people are just there for your money. They're awful. Rihanna says, everybody knows that Jeff is actually Satan's left hand posing as a pregnant transgender to cause the conspiracies to be taken as jokes amongst a growing circle. Why else would he have a tramp stamp? Just kidding, I love you, Jeff. I might have actually read that one before, but I don't remember. If so, it was great a second time. Rachel Habraken says, Konza is a city that Akon is trying to build or have something to do with. It's an actual thing. There was some stuff about it a while ago. No, I went and I dug up into that. Akon trying to do like a cryptocurrency city in Africa, that's 100% true. That is actually a real thing that's happening. It's just hilarious. I don't know if it's actually going to bear any fruit. It's weird. IDP Spoa says, should it be an old toothbrush or will we be able to use it again afterwards? Oh, for our experiment at the end of the stream? No, it could be an old toothbrush. Probably better if it is an old toothbrush, actually. Farrah Terrell says, men's, we are so having a Call of Duty 3 zombie night. Sounds good. Tanaka Sensei says, called hubby in to see Mems. He agrees that she and his sister are similar in looks. Also, yes, she is rad. She is great. And Red Scare says, Patriot Nurse has a resting conservative face that really turns me off. Me too. Me too. All right. I apologize, everyone. The roundup got a little bit too serious, but that's because I really just wanted to like whip out my big. Well, I got a big enough. The subscriber numbers are enough. My big old debunking dick and fucking smear it all over the face of some fucking jackass trying to make money off people's ignorance. Yes, I wanted to do that, so forgive me. I apologize. Why don't we have some fun? Shivambu. All right, guys. It's time to dance. We're going to dance.
Welcome, everyone. Dr. Mandel here. If there's one video that you want to see that's going to be so entertaining about posture, this is the one you should watch to the end. This is going to be the party posture dance.
That's right.
That's right. This video is going to teach you a way of correcting poor posture while you can party.
All right, look. You're going to need to make some space. You're going to need to make some space around you. If you're at home, make sure you're in the middle of the living room while you're doing this. If you're at a cafe or something with your headphones in, you're going to have to step onto the sidewalk and be mindful of people around you. Don't need to elbow anybody in the face, dude. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. But you're going to need to get up. We're getting up. We're going to get our blood fucking we're getting our blood pumping. Let's go.
Dance and be entertained all at the same time.
That's right.
I'm sure that you spend many hours looking down on that smartphone. That forward head posture, causing that rounded, pronated shoulders.
Yes.
Weakening those rhomboid muscles. If you look at the rhomboid muscles, those are the muscles that retract the shoulder blades. Those are the muscles that bring our shoulder blades back together.
Yes.
Allowing us to stand tall.
Right.
Well, you're gonna work those muscles while you boogie to the music.
That's right. Look. You come to the roundup to boogie, or you don't fucking come at all.
Yes, I'm going to entertain you. But I know you're gonna smile and enjoy what you're about to see.
Excellent.
Better yet, follow along with me so you can feel those results. Put your arms up 90 degrees like this.
I am Cornholio.
I want you to go in little circles with your palms facing forward.
Okay.
Feel those shoulder blades come together. Little circles. Okay, now you go ahead and move your body. Do what you want to do.
Oh!
Feel the music.
Yes,
Go
Lord.
side to side.
Woo!
You can go sideways like this. You're working different muscles. Do this a couple of minutes.
Oh my
Pick
God.
any song that you love. Get in the habit as you're going little round circles going back.
Testify. But shit.
And I'll tell you something. I'm feeling it right between those shoulder blades.
I'm feeling it
Go
too.
ahead and do the two-step. Do the
I'm feeling it too,
three-step.
Dr. Bando.
Whatever feels right, just go ahead and do it. Go side to side. Okay?
If you guys
Just
aren't
have
dancing
fun.
right now,
Start
I'm
doing
very
this
disappointed
with
in
your
you.
kids, your friends, when you go out and party. What's better than partying at the same time while you're helping your posture?
That's right. I'm feeling this.
I really enjoyed doing this video.
I bet
I ask
you
you
did.
to share this with your friends and family. Put on the radio every day, a few minutes, and just dance. Enjoy your life while you're practicing good posture.
Yes.
Make
dude.
it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandel.
Look, I give this bald-headed prick a lot of shit, but that was pretty fucking great. I feel awesome. I feel wonderful. That was wonderful. Like, I feel like a new man. I feel like a new man. It's great. Flush. Shivambu. Let's see. Okay, cool. Got this. All right. I want to make sure I have everything caught up. So this next video, we got about 30 minutes left in the roundup or so. This next video is a very special one for me. I really, really like this guy. He was in the promo, and somebody actually got a little upset because they thought I was going to be really mean to him. I'm not going to be mean to this guy. I love this dude. I really legitimately think this dude is awesome. And dumb, but awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Paul Begley. Paul Begley was a pastor who now does his low-rent Wannabe Alex Jones podcast on YouTube. 325,000 subscribers. And he's really dumb. He's extremely dumb, but he is a lot of fun. He's a sweetheart. He's totally a sweetheart. So let's listen to him telling us all about 10-foot tall stone jars, giant stored human bodies found in Laos.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious? This is crazy. Or is it? The giants that used to live on the earth. Genesis chapter 6. When the fallen ones, when the sons of God looked upon the daughters of men and saw they were fair, and took them wives as they chose, and they bore them children, men of great renown, giants in the land. This happened before the flood and after, according to the scriptures. And these giants used to roam the Holy Land. Canaanites, Hittites, Jebusites, Moabites, Amorites, Parasites, termites, whatever, all the ites. But we have some new archaeological discovery in Laos that is shocking. Matter of fact, what timing? This just came out. It was on last night. Even George Norrie talked about it on Coast to Coast AM radio. And L.A. Marzulli is going to be my guest tonight talking about...
One of my favorite things in the world when it comes to like really, really out there wingnut theories and conspiracy theories is the ones where it's usually religiously minded people, but it doesn't have to be. Because religious minded people have this like whole legend of the Nephilim that for some reason when an angel and a human being fuck, their baby ends up being this like massively super tall giant. It makes absolutely no sense at all, and biology doesn't support the ability that they could grow so big and sustain themselves with how oxygen and breathing works. But anyway, that's beside the point. But like you'll find these videos on YouTube where they'll claim things like what are they called? Plateaus. That plateaus are actually like sawn off tree stumps for giants, that there used to be these giant fuck off trees. And those are like the stumps. It's the weirdest thing. It's super, super weird.
About Nephilims and his brand new second film on mound builders coming out tonight. Well, he's going to be our guest tonight at 10 p.m. Don't miss it. L.A. Marzulli. But more, and I'm going to ask him about this question. More than 100 giant stone jars thought to have been a burial ritual thousands of years ago have been rediscovered at an ancient site in the forest on the hillsides along mountain ridges in remote Laos. What? The carved stone jars are scattered across miles of the rugged tiger-hunted province of Laos, about 200 miles north of Laos's capital. They have been dubbed the Jars of Death. Why? Well, researchers have found several human bodies thought to be around 2,500 years old have been found in some of the jars. And
wait, okay, hang on. I'm gonna need another cocktail for this. So what you're telling me right now, Paul Begley, is that in the forest, that one singular forest on the hillside, the one singular hillside in Laos, maybe not a lot of people know like the geography of Laos. I do. It's really weird that I do, but don't worry about it. They found these massive clay jars, and there are multiple human bodies inside these clay jars. Those must be massive fucking jars. Holy shit.
Get this, guys. These jars are 10 foot tall.
Wow.
So they could contain the bodies.
Wow.
What does that mean? Were these Nephilim? Were these giants? Skeletons inside the jars? Were the skeletons around 9 foot tall?
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Oh, I smell the blood of some random prick that I put into a jar so I could spice me oatmeal in the morning or something. I don't fucking know.
Well, there has been
wait, if it's Laos, like okay, obviously not a storm giant, obviously not like a cloud giant. What is it, like a jungle giant? How would a giant do in the in like a jungle? Because Laos is not a forest. Laos is a fucking jungle. All of Laos is one big fucking jungle on a fucking hillside. I don't see giants doing too terribly well in a fucking jungle.
Here's the thing about it. Nobody knows anything about these people who originally made the jars. An expedition of archaeologists from Laos and Australia visited the region in February and March of this year to document these jar sites and to search for new jars of the dead.
Somebody in the chat is like theorizing. Look, I'm not going to tell you why I know very intimately the different geographical regions of Laos. No, I'm not going to tell you. But looking at your message, you're not that far off.
That's what this is called, the jars of the dead. The new finds show that mysterious culture that made these stone jars was geographically more widespread than previously thought, according to archaeologists at Monash University in Melbourne, Australia, and one of the expedition leaders.
I'm so amused.
Okay. The largest and best-known jar site is the famous Plain of Jars, located in a relatively open country near the towns of Fosavan. That site contained a
Plain of Jars. You know what? Plain of Jars. Is that a thing? Wow, it is. Wow, okay. Plain of Jars is actually a thing. Interesting. And there are giant jars with lids on them. Wow. Jars vary in height and diameter from between 1 and 3 meters and all hewn from rock. Wait. In height and diameter between 1 meter and 3 meters. 3 meters? How many bodies are going to fit inside these jars there, Paul Begley? Why would these be Nephilim? Why in the fuck does this have to have anything to do with giants from fucking Okay, at this point, I should probably make mention of this. One thing that you have to understand about Paul Begley, and I really
to the coming apocalypse.
Shush! I actually really like Paul Begley a lot. I don't know if you'll be able to see all of them, but there are things like if there's a forest fire, he'll put out a video. Like if there's a forest fire somewhere near, like there was a forest fire in Israel, and he made a video called "Apocalyptic Wildfires Near the Holy Land," and people are like, "Oh fucking shit! It's the end times!" And then it gets put out, and he never mentions it again. He's just kind of like, "There was a tornado near a mega church in the middle of Tennessee. Oh fuck me!" And then it's over, and nobody dies. He's kind of like, but he does that all the time. I love him. I fucking love him. He's fucking great. This dude is, he's so, like, his speech patterns are so absolutely endearing to me. One more time before we move on. This is my favorite thing in the world.
Are you serious? Are you serious? This is crazy.
Yes, I am serious. This is crazy. I love Paul Begley. He's great. All right. Anyway. Imagine how much jelly juice you can make in those jars. Oh my god. So much. Jillian's going to get triggered by that. I miss Jillian. I'm really upset that Jillian isn't putting any more videos out on YouTube. Did we win? That's what I have to... That's the thing that, like, I keep coming back to. And I've been thinking about this for, like, a few weeks now. Because Jillian hasn't been making videos and putting them out there. Is... What if Jillian stops? What if Jillian just stops making videos and stops, like, promoting Jilly Juice? What if she stops trying to do what she's been doing? What does that mean for me? Where do I go from here? I mean, there are other, like, pseudoscience topics I can tackle, but, like, what if the end result of me tackling them is eventually these things that I'm fighting against I destroy? What if everything I touch I destroy? Fuck. What do I do? And I fall into this existential hole, and I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I like this because I like the idea of fighting the good fight and trying to, like, remove these things from the public consciousness so people aren't hurting themselves or hurting their loved ones. But if they always get destroyed, like, what is going to be left for me at the end of the day? I can't do this dance forever if everything I touch I kill. What do I do? I'm scared. Anyway, Kyoko says, I'm not going to try this time. Ehlers Danlos sucks. Okay, fair. Miss Bacon Bits, all the best to you and your family, Jeff. Thank you very much. All the best to you and yours. Fenris the Rogue. Margaret the Beast, listening to you while I'm working really helps the day pass by. Hail yourself, Jeff. Hail you, my friend. Synonymous, a warning to giants, beware the square cube law. Yes, indeed. That's one of the reasons why we don't have giants anymore. Just kind of like physics, you know. BC Brant says the jars were for ancient jilly juice. You're probably onto something there. Probably. I don't know if I really want to like pay too much attention to this one, but we're gonna listen to it a little bit, because we're near the end. But we're not going to watch your stupid fucking intro. This is a second call for an uprising video.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. This is an important episode, so please bear with me and listen in full. I rest my case after this.
Okay.
This just proves more and more of the things that I'm talking about on this channel.
Does this mean that after this one, you're not going to make any more videos? That would be interesting. Like, this is like the sum and total. Like, look, listen, this is the best evidence I could show you of the Luciferian gay agenda, and after this, there's really no point for me to make videos anymore. Because please, I can't lose you too. I already lost Jillian. I lost Third Eagle of the Apocalypse. I lost Jillian. I lost, what's her name? What the fuck was her name? Fuck. Oh, fuck. The fighter inside. I lost the fighter inside. I can't lose you too, a call for an uprising. You have to stick with me. We're in this together.
Why I'm such a threat to organizations like the Satanic Temple and the Satanic Church? Because all one has to do is just look at the obvious and look at the patterns and the agendas that people focus on, right?
Right.
You can look at me and you can go, well, he focuses on exposing Satanism. Yeah, you know why? Because I can't stand Satanism. I can't stand Satan. He's a little red prick.
First of all, Satan is neither little nor is he red. He hates communism. Satan is not pro-communism whatsoever. Satan is a full-blown capitalist, thank you very much. And little, he's average height. He's like 5'11". He's a little bit taller than me. What an asshole. Why you gotta, like...
I'm a follower of the one who wears the crown, Jesus Christ. Take a look.
Listen, crowns are very much 2017 fall season. We haven't done crowns for a while, okay?
At this, this is just why they would be involved and care so much about something like this just proves everything that I've been saying and others about why this organization has...
Wait, hang on. I think, I do want to listen to this video, but I wanted to make mention, this is probably my mistake. Some people think that Third Eagle is gone. No, Third Eagle of the Apocalypse is not gone. He stopped making videos. Instead, what he does is live streams every single day for hours praying for Donald Trump. And they are the absolutely most uninteresting, boring fucking things you will ever fucking listen to in your life. They're just not fun. Nothing about it is actually interesting. It is actually for little old people who, for some fucking weird reason, love Trump, even though he's going to make everything more expensive for them, to sit there in their little fucking trailer parks and pray live with Third Eagle of the Apocalypse. That's literally all he does. He doesn't make videos anymore. It's really, really shitty. It's on a content creator level, very inconsiderate to me. I think that he should keep making videos so I can make money making fun of him.
Has been set up as a front for the occult. It's been set up as a front to deflect and go, well, we're about women's rights. Oh, we're about gay pride. Oh, we're very much against anyone who claims to be victims of abuse, satanic ritual abuse, because it doesn't exist. The only agendas that they care about are agendas like this. So take a look for yourself at this. The Satanic Temple is challenging the Supreme Court ruling on fetal remains. Because there's been a law passed that says in the state of Indiana, there's a law requiring the burial or cremation of fetal remains. Now, why would it be so important for this organization that calls itself the Satanic Temple to fight against this?
Let's really think about that. Why would the Satanic Temple, one of the best trolling organizations and a legit fucking religious organization indeed, have a problem with this law? Let's listen.
Right? We know that they're so pro woman's choice and all this stuff, and it has nothing to do, like I've said a million times, it has nothing to do with caring about women's bodies and their choice. This is the way that the modern world has been set up for ritual sacrifice. It's been set up through Planned Parenthood, through all these clinics, abortion clinics. And the top supporters of that continue to be who? The people who claim that they're Satanists, but they're not, that they're atheists. The ones who use the Baphomet, the ones who you could see wearing cloaks and doing rituals and doing, saying Hail Satan when they're done speaking, but they're atheists.
So at this point, I should probably make a mention of this. If you're not familiar with who the Satanic Temple actually is, this is a group of secular, atheistic people who have managed to establish Satanism as an actual religion, and they argue against certain types of arguments inside of legislation against religiosity like this. Now, they do these things never for the purpose of trying to influence people's choices. Never. There's never been a point in time where anybody who identifies as a Satanist in any political sense has tried to influence politics to remove somebody's choice. It's only ever to challenge the restriction of choice for other people, which is why I think it's so fascinating that people who tend to be like small government react so poorly to the Church of Satan, because the Church of Satan is like, we should be all about body autonomy. They're practically libertarians. They're practically like secular libertarians. Like, I don't know why people have such a big problem with this. But they basically make you have to come to terms with your own ideas on how you think religion should be applied in government. But people don't like that because people don't like self-reflection. I personally am not a Satanist. I'm not an anythingist. But I think I can't help but be impressed by the amount of trolling that the Church of Satan can actually do. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. I've never seen anybody make religious people this fucking mad until this organization came along. They're pretty incredible.
Right? They released a statement saying the Satanic Temple has declared immunity for its members from the Indiana law requiring the cremation or burial of fetal remains that was allowed to stand by the U.S. Supreme Court earlier today. One of the Satanic Temple's fundamental tenets is the inviolability of one's body. It's hard to read, sorry. Members of the Satanic Temple, I'm reading it off their Twitter account. The letters couldn't be any smaller, but I guess that's something to do with Twitter. Members of the Satanic Temple believe that non-viable fetal tissue is part of the woman who carries it, and as such state impositions of ceremonial requirements dictating its disposal, burying.
All right, me bringing this up was not necessarily to have like a big discussion about like abortion, because honestly, that's far more of a political topic than I actually want to deal with. I want the roundup to be fun. I want the roundup to be more about having a good time. So when we start getting into this topic of like abortion and whatnot, it feels kind of like kind of a gross situation to have to deal with. Instead, I'd rather have fun. But I will say it this way. Flash Shivambu! Sacred Orden. The Satanic Temple is an incredible trolling organization. They're really, really fucking good at what they do. But they're not devil worshippers. So anytime that you might hear something going on about like the Satanic Temple, they don't believe in the devil any more than they believe in God. So if that helps you with your interaction with them, I hope so. At least then you know like what they're about. It gets lost in translation sometimes with a bunch of other people. Okay. So where are we? Satan donated 666. He says, okay, who is this prick bad-mouthing me? Well, that was a call for an uprising. He doesn't like you, Satan. He doesn't like you. Sorry. He also doesn't like gay people or transgender people, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to give Richie from Boston here a brief little bit amount of time. We're just going to listen to him a little bit before we round off with our last video of the night. Let's see what Richie from Boston has to say about darkening the earth, terraforming for non-humans. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's May 22nd or 23rd. It's Wednesday. And I'm in Moab right now, okay? And it's going to be June in a week. I'm also driving my truck right now. You see what I'm saying? And look at the storm that's blowing through right now.
I see it. I see it, Richie.
It's totally insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost June. I'm in the desert. I'm never, ever here this late in the year because of the temperatures. It's always 100 and something degrees or damn close, you know? I'm a fat guy. Fat guys don't like hot weather.
Come on, Richie. You're in peak physical
condition. That I've been here.
Richie, you're in peak physical condition. I won't hear anything otherwise.
Every day that I was in Arizona, both places that are traditionally super hot right now are gray skies, incredibly low temperatures, and weather like this. I mean, are you shitting me?
No.
Now I understand why after decades of completely denying, blocking out the sun, spraying chemtrails in the skies, denying chemtrails were even a real thing, even though a House resolution in 2001, the terminology that the Senate decided to use was chemtrails, line item 3. Do you see what I'm saying?
No!
The reason they actually came out and said this is because they were afraid too many sheep.
Look, the black dude talking about the fucking hip hop gay agenda asked if I know what he's saying. No, I don't know what he's saying. No, I don't know what you're saying. You have to explain it to me. Use small words. I'm a little drunk. We're almost 3 hours into the roundup. You need to explain it very, very slowly.
Sheep would wake up, so they figured they'd do what they've been doing to the sheep the entire time. Tell them first. Well, we said we were going to save you all from global warming. We said we were going to experiment with the sky. Well, I wonder if part of that experiment was also adding something different to the mix. Because regular barium, strontium, aluminum, the usual, coal ash, and whatever else they're using up there, didn't cause weather like this. I mean, this is here every single day. It's absolutely crazy. Look at this weather blowing through right now. Same as yesterday, probably same as tomorrow. Okay, you see that? I'm gonna have to get off the phone. I won't be able to do that and yammer on the phone. Or maybe I can. You'll get to see what it looks like, but I'm totally scared. Because this is totally scary. The winds for the last week.
Can you imagine driving through like the wilderness of whatever country you're in at the time, and you look at the sky and there's literally no storm or anything like that, but for some reason you're like, this is legitimately scary. I am terrified by this terraforming technology that I think is happening in the sky right now, and I am going to have a legit fear response to something that I have absolutely no evidence for. Why? Why? Why would anybody in their right fucking mind choose? Because it is honestly a fucking choice. Like, some people say it's not actually a choice, they're just paranoid. No. 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 You choose what you are actually sucking into your fucking brain. You choose whether or not you think that this is going to be something that you're going to overwhelmingly believe with zero fucking evidence. To then have an immediate fear response while you're driving along in the fucking desert? What is that even supposed to mean?
Have been unbelievable.
Why?
You see what I mean?
Why would anybody do this? Why?
Absolutely unbelievable. So maybe whatever they're quote-unquote experimenting with is causing the wind to be worse than it's ever been before. I mean, this looks like a winter storm right now. May 23rd, almost June. Are you kidding me? I have to wait. I've got another guy, a couple that's getting married in Nevada next week following me.
Anyway, so Richie from Boston believes that this is all terraforming for non-humans, that we're actually trying to geoengineer the planet to make way so that the aliens can be more comfortable when they inevitably come with their gay drugs and their chemicals to turn us all transgender and we all have a bunch of gay sex. Or something. I don't fucking know, dude. All right, one more video. So for those of you who were total pros or total bros right at the beginning of the roundup, and I said you need to grab yourself a hairbrush and a toothbrush, now is your time to shine. Now is your time to shine. Here we go. Yes, Lord.
Welcome everyone, Dr. Mandel here. Remember when you were a child or even a teenager, before you went to bed, your mother or father or maybe sister or brother would tickle the top of your head and just tickle it until you fell asleep?
No.
Well, what they have done is something remarkable.
No! Nobody ever did that to me when I was growing up. What the fuck? Look, what the fuck? Look at this fucking face! What? Do you remember when your family member tickled and touched the top of your head? Do you remember? What the fuck? What is this supposed to mean? What? Whip. No. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I keep hitting the wrong damn thing. Sorry. All right, anyway. Play, you fuck.
The research has shown by stimulating the scalp region, we are causing neurophysiological changes in the brain by increasing the endocrine system to secrete hormones to benefit your health. The body immediately starts to reduce cortisol, epinephrine, norepinephrine, all the stress hormones.
Listen, when you were in a cabin with your crazy Uncle Frank that everybody said you should never be alone with, and he touches your head, you might be flooded with feelings of neuroepinephrine. Oh. Ooh. Creepy.
It increases enkephalons, endorphins, which give you that pain relief sensation, that happy feeling.
It thickens the feeling of your dick. Oh, wow.
So
sorry.
this explains
I'm sorry.
that if you have anxiety,
I'm sorry.
stress, insomnia, difficulty sleeping, or any of those similar conditions, by just stimulating the scalp for a minimum of 2 minutes can make remarkable changes in your health.
Wow. Okay. 2 minutes of scalp stimulation is going to make a change in our health. That's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, I feel like I'm going to have a little bit of problems accessing my scalp in comparison to him, but I mean, we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. It's fine.
So if you are one who is taking medication and being treated with your family physician,
I'm really freaking out by this one.
And doing this technique for a minimum of just 2 minutes at a time.
This is really freaking me out. I'm not going to lie.
You may be able to decrease or get off your medication.
Listen, I don't want to hear anything about you getting off right now. I'm already feeling a little fucking weird here, bro. Little weird.
We have learned that the simple things in life are usually what's best for us. Well, this technique is that simple. Anyone can do it, and there is 0 side effects. This brush...
Except needing a very hefty psychiatry bill later in life. Anyway, so yeah, we got a hairbrush. All right, so I told you guys, you need to get a hairbrush, need to get a toothbrush. Hairbrush
is a curling brush. I gather for a woman to curl her hair.
Close enough.
Take the brush.
Close enough.
And just roll it. If you have one of these, you can roll it back and forth on your head.
I'm not bald. I'm not bald. Okay. All right. Fine. Look, I may not be bald, but I have plenty of real estate to work with, okay? All right? We're going to play with the real estate. What has doing this monthly live stream done to me? This is really strange. All right, here we go. You ready? This is for you.
As we're stimulating the nerves within the scalp, that directly will affect the brain. And we'll do this a minimum of 2 minutes. So here's another brush more commonly seen. We'll take the brush and we'll just lightly stimulate the scalp.
Okay.
All around.
Oh,
little circles back and forth. You can lightly tap it very lightly to stimulate those nerve endings. Now you can be real creative. Believe it or not, a toothbrush, real soft bristles, just
All right, you know what? Dude, fuck you. I don't just have a toothbrush. All right.
Stimulating the scalp. It feels amazing. You would never think of this.
He's not wrong.
It will work.
He's not wrong.
It really stimulates the scalp. And you will feel very, very relaxed. Now, there are many different options, but
wait, before you bring out the poop scoop from the cat box, hang on. Hang on. No, this is fucking wow. Oh wow. Oh. Oh wow, okay. Well, oh shit, what do we...
These are one of my favorites. These little metal round balls move in here, and this would just lightly roll and glide all around the skull. This feels wonderful. And you can get this on Amazon or a nearby dollar store or drugstore. These are wonderful. Men, I realize we don't have brushes. You can just take your comb and just stimulate your skull with the comb lightly all around, or use your fingertips nice and lightly. You can use the tip of your nails if you have any. Or if you don't have any of the above, have someone do it for you.
Fuck
so
you.
I challenge you.
Listen, I will have a lot of people do a lot of weird shit to me. Have 3 buxom, beautiful women all cascading around me with toothbrushes and massaging my scalp is 100% one of those things. Cosign, you're a fucking genius, Dr. Ellen Mendel. But you're also a chiropractor, so you should probably tell people that you can't give them good medical advice because you're kind of a cockbag in that respect.
Every one of you, even if you don't have any problems by stimulating the scalp a minimum of 2 minutes at a time, you will reap those health benefits. Please share this with your friends and family. Leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day.
Good advice. You know what? I'm going to make it a fantastic day. I am going to seize the day and make it my bitch. I'm going to have a damn good time. Wow. Okay. All right. I feel like I just masturbated in front of a bunch of people, and I didn't. I did not receive any sexual pleasure whatsoever from my vibrating toothbrush on my scalp. And anybody who says otherwise is a filthy, filthy liar, and I'll take you to fucking court. Anyway, so what do we have left? Let's go look at our Streamlabs. And we don't have anything. We don't. Fantastic. Excellent. That's exactly what I want to see. That is 100% what I want to see. I don't want anything else at the end. I want to be able to do whatever the fuck it is that I want to do. So, wow. That was an extremely difficult Wingnut Roundup to get through. I feel like not having that overarching, like, piss video to end on is kind of a detriment to us. I really feel like that's kind of a sad thing. I feel like every single Wingnut Roundup needs to have that really disgusting gross out video that we end on, because that's how you really like put a cap on the end of the month. Is a whole bunch of like gross, disgusting pee-pee. Instead, you had me getting sexual pleasure from a vibrating toothbrush. Sorry. But otherwise, if you guys had fun, if you had a good time, and I hope that you did, by all means, if you want to check out some more of me live, you can always check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RealJeffHoliday. As well, tonight, in about an hour, I'm going to be live on the YouTube Saints. The link to the YouTube that we chronicle it, but we go live on Twitch is also in the description. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to be completely useless in about an hour on another live stream. But otherwise, I will see you guys here in one fucking month for the Wingnut Roundup. Otherwise, I hope your life is well. I hope you are well. I hope your family is well. And from mine to yours, I hope you live your best life and have a fantastic time. Ha ha ha. Cool story, Mark. Bye, everybody. Shivambu!
And you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and fucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Dumbing out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party. Party, party, party. Hugs from the honeys, pounds from the roughnecks. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my piece. Short dude, 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman strong, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', hope poppin', ain't no stoppin'. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? scared, get the